3, 2, pussy. All right. Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome to the Jinn and Jang. Fuck. All right, restart. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Jinn and Jang podcast. Um, and we're just gonna go ahead and start it off right now. All right, dude.
Yo,
Okay. Let's see.
what's up, my fuckers?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Um, okay, so I think first of all, I think we should talk like we should ask each other about each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like honestly, we don't have that many like conversations. Like I think the last time we had like a lot of conversations was like last year when we
And
were like talking on Discord.
right. And we only talked like twice or 3 times that I can remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well.
But
All right. Well, let's.
okay, so I had a few questions for you.
Okay. Okay.
Um, is your last name William?
Okay, all right, yeah, yeah. No. So no, that's not my last name. My
Okay.
last name is actually De House. All right. And you're listening. Yeah, that's literally my last
The
name
house.
is
The
De House. Yeah,
house.
yeah, dude. You don't
What
realize
the fuck?
like everything I had to go through, like starting from middle school, everyone would be like, "What's up, De House? De House." It was the most annoying thing like ever. And because my first
Uh,
name is really William, um, like
oh, what the fuck?
yeah, 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 that's my American name. But
Wow.
so when I was younger though, because my parents always call me Bill. All right. So imagine people calling me Bill.
Bill?
Yes, I
Oh my
swear.
god, that is literally like the widest fucking name, bro.
Yo, yes, I know. And every single time, I just remember looking at people's facial reaction, like, "Your name's Bill," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Hey,
that's
my name's
yeah,
Bill.
my name's
Bill in
Bill."
the Bill in the house.
Bill in the house, exactly. And okay, here's
I'm sure
what
you got that all the time.
I would.
in the
Yes, I would, and I would always be like, "Yo, are you like Bill Nye the Science Guy?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, I'm tired of
Wait,
hearing that.
okay. When you were younger, did you look like super Asian? Because you kind of look, I mean, you look kind of Asian, but you're kind of white. Like
Right, right,
are
right, right.
one of your parents white?
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. So my dad, he's Hispanic, but he looks white. So I got that white on me, but he's not white.
He's Hispanic and his name is The House.
Yeah, dude, it's so
What the?
weird. It's so
That is
weird.
strange.
Yeah, yeah. Cause my dad is from Argentina, so
Oh,
but
really?
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
cool.
I would say though when I was younger, I was
Hmm.
straight up just South Korean. Like you would look at me be like,
Really?
that's South Korean kid right there. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
had the whole like hair thing going on and be like, yeah, that
What?
fucker's
You had a bowl
Asian.
cut or something?
Yes, yeah, I did.
Did you
Yeah,
actually?
and I thought it was really cool at
Wow.
the time. And I was like, like this is gonna get the girls. They're gonna like this. Yo,
Dude, when I was a
so freaking
kid,
wrong.
I had like a buzz cut. Like because so my dad is like balding or not balding. He has like a bald spot, you know?
Yeah,
So like he wanted so I have two little brothers. He wanted our hair to be thick.
yeah.
so so he would buzz our hair like because apparently when you like shave your hair it grows back thicker, like how when you
Yeah,
shave
yeah,
your like
whoa.
so he would do that. Like so for a majority of my childhood, I had a buzzed hair. I had a buzz cut.
Dude, I'm so sorry, man. You're like an Asian skinhead.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Did you? Okay. So did you grow up in Atlanta?
Yeah, basically, not directly in the city though. I always say I'm from Atlanta, but I was never in the
Mm,
heart of the city because it's like really expensive to live near the city. Even though
mm.
it's honestly overhyped the area. Like everyone's like, "Oh my God, Atlanta's so cool," but it's like you walk through the city, you're like, is it just homeless people here? Like what's going on? Like
I
that's
feel like that's every big city, just
yeah,
hella homeless people.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, I guess
So you're
maybe
from like the suburbs of Atlanta, basically, like
yeah,
just
I would say
around
so.
there.
Yeah, yeah. I would say so. What about you, dude? Like I always okay, I don't know why I always had this assumption. I never asked you. I just assumed that you were from New York and you lived in the city. Like you told me you were in New York like one time and I was like, "Oh, he probably lives there and lives in the city."
No, so I was in New York for like half a year. Like I went to Columbia University for like uh like college prep shit.
Yeah.
But I'm born and raised in Kansas.
Okay. Kansas, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
Um,
Wizard of Oz.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I fucking knew you were gonna say that. I
That's
fucking knew
like
you were gonna say that. Because every time I say I'm from, usually when I say I'm from Kansas, people are really surprised. People think I'm like from, yeah, people think I'm from like California or like New
no,
York or
yeah,
some
that's
shit
that's what I thought.
from like the way I talk.
Right.
But yeah, so like whenever I say I'm from Kansas, people are like, "Oh, like Wizard of Oh, you're fucking Dorothy, fucking click your heels and go back the fuck where you came from."
Yeah,
Like,
cause like, is there actually a large population in Kansas? Like, I've never talked to anyone that they're
well,
like, yeah, I'm
okay,
from fucking
Kansas
Kansas.
Kansas City has a large population.
Okay.
Kansas City does.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm from. I'm from Kansas City.
All right.
Other like outside of Kansas City, I like if you go out west because Kansas City's in like so like half of it is in Kansas, half of it is in Missouri.
Okay.
And then but the vast majority of Kansas is just like wheat fields, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Okay.
I don't know. It's pretty boring, honestly. I feel like that's the one thing about living there. It's like you have to get over there not being anything to do. And I guess that's why I fucking make music and memes and all that shit because I really just don't have anything else to
Yeah.
do.
No, yeah. No, I mean, I feel the same here, cause there's
Yeah.
honestly nothing to do here if you don't have like consistent like money, you know? Cause all the fun stuff
Mm-hmm.
to do, it's like, yeah, you better have like $100 ready to blow, and you're
Mm-hmm.
just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna chill at home and do the same. Yeah, make memes, make music. As you know, I spend a lot of my time just making beats. I try and go out. I've been trying to go out. Like ever since summer has started, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to, do something. I'm trying to plan a trip
Yeah.
to go camping. I've always wanted to
Oh,
do
that'd be
that.
dope.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Well, I
Like
I
in
keep.
Georgia, I'm assuming.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Probably
Are there
like,
fucking alligators there, dude? Are there swamps in Georgia?
I don't think so. I think we're just like we're a lake state. There's like lakes everywhere. I'm like,
Huh.
but I honestly didn't know until I started asking around, because I mean I wouldn't really like consider myself a social person. Like I don't just talk to people at work.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone that I work with is like 40 plus years old, so I'm like they don't really want to talk to me. Um, and they're so fake about it too sometimes, which is why I assumed they didn't want to talk to me. Like they'll be like, "Good morning, how are you?" and I won't even answer, and they'll just continue walking away, and I'm like, okay, like what is that? Like why?
Huh.
Like,
You work at a hospital, right?
well, no, I
Or
work at a
nursing
dental
home?
office. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
Dental
close.
office.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I didn't know. I just see you with your like outfit on,
yeah,
with your
yeah.
like surgical, with your
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
surgical outfit on.
flexing.
So
They're
I
like,
don't know.
"What do you do?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a surgeon, dude. I'm a surgeon, but I don't do anything." Um,
uh, so
but
you just like you're like a dental assistant, basically.
yeah, but not really actually, because
Uh,
I have to do training for that. But I totally didn't do any
oh,
training, so I
yeah.
would consider myself. They give me the label hygiene assistant. You know.
Hygienist. Oh, hygiene assistant.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And apparently that is a real job. But for the longest time, I didn't think it was, because I'm like, I don't do that much. Like,
Hmm.
I'll clean the rooms after each patient, and then the rest of the time is literally just me sitting around waiting for the patients to leave.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like, dude.
that's
Okay,
fun.
so I work at a sustainability nonprofit,
Yeah.
and I'm just a paid intern right now, and
Okay, that's good. No, yeah, you just graduated. Congratulations on that, dude.
yeah,
I was
thank you.
super jealous when I saw, not even gonna lie. I saw that, I was like, or I guess envious is the right word, because that's how I'm trying to be like right now.
Like graduate.
Yes. Yeah.
What year are you?
This is technically my second year that I'm going into.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you? Like
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just turned 19
Um,
like a month ago.
yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be I guess you shouldn't be jealous. I mean, envious, yeah, you should be envious of me, but like I'm also like 4 years older than you.
True. I mean, yeah,
So
that
I've
is true.
been doing this college shit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I guess the thing is,
yeah.
it's just like trying to keep my head on the grind, you know? Because there's a lot of times where I'm just like, dude,
I'm
you
telling you, okay, I'm gonna tell you, 19, 20, that's like I feel like the hardest for at least for me, it was the hardest like in college
right,
because it's like you're in college, but you're like you might not know what the fuck you want or like want to do or want to I don't know because I was in the business school for my first 2 years of college
yeah,
and like I was good at it like I got good grades but I just didn't like it
yeah,
and then like just I was in this conundrum of like fuck like I don't think I fucking like this like I can't see myself doing I can't see myself being a fucking accountant
right.
like I can't I don't want to do that so I was like I got freaked I was like what the fuck do I do so I that was like that happened around that age for me like my
Yeah,
second year
yeah,
so it's totally like understandable to like feel that like little bit of struggle there.
right, right. Yeah, and I guess I just have to look towards the future. I think that's my problem is because I just want things like now, you know? So I'm like,
Dude,
man,
yeah.
like I want this job now, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like and I have to take physics and chem, you know? Soon. Real soon.
Oh
I'm not
shit.
like next semester, semester after that, something like that. And it's just like it feels so pointless. But
Physics and chem.
yeah, but you have to take it in order to in order to get into dental school, which is what I'm trying to do.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's like ridiculous. Like really,
Dude, don't worry, but
yeah.
are you taking it now or
No, no, no.
are you going to take
I'm
it?
going to take it either probably not next semester, but the semester after the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come you're not going to take it next semester?
Well, okay. I was also going through the same thing. Like, what do I want to do in life?
Yeah.
And I just had
Yeah.
like a lot of like just a lot of thinking to do on my own because my parents never really were like the emotional type. Like I remember
Mhm.
like I remember one time or a few times like talking to them like I feel like I'm depressed or whatever. Like I want to go talk to a doctor
Yeah.
cuz I just felt so lost. Like I didn't know and they're just like shut up. Like they don't believe in that, you know?
That's just the immigrant way, dude. Cuz are
Exactly.
your parents immigrants?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. No.
my parents never told me like, hey, do this or like be a lawyer, be a doctor. Okay, yeah. But like
Right, right.
other than that,
No,
like they weren't
I
even huge
definitely
on
feel
that,
that. Right, right,
But
right, right.
like having immigrant parents, your parents probably didn't go to college in the United States, right?
Well, once they got here, um, my mom did, yeah. My
Okay.
mom was able to, yeah, and she like really pushed. Like I have like I'm pretty envious of her work ethic, man. Is because
Dude,
yeah.
same with my okay, so I don't mean to interrupt
No, you're
you,
fine. You're
but
fine.
like
You're fine.
same with my mom. Like my mom is like my role model. Like she's the hardest working like, person that I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like
Sorry, what were you saying about your mom?
no, yeah. I was just saying like I think another reason they don't believe in that is because when they first came over here, like we didn't even have a house or anything yet, and my mom was working as a server. And she just
Mm-hmm.
would talk about well she's told me that she like hated it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, have you worked as a server? It sucks.
yeah, I did at an AMC for like a month and I didn't I
Like the movie
yes,
theater?
the dine-in movie theater. I
Oh
The
shit.
management was so bad. This is like a whole nother topic I could go into, but point is I stopped going after a month and I didn't even tell them I was
Yeah.
gonna quit. I just left.
You just left.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I worked at a Korean barbecue spot
Mhm.
and God, that was awful. I mean, it wasn't totally bad. Like the owners were really nice to me, and
That's nice.
all the coworkers were chill.
Right.
But it was the customers, dude. Like like I don't know how much experience you have with like Korean people, but especially older Korean people are so like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
like rude and
I
judgmental and like
I definitely hear you on that.
uh
Right.
what's the word I'm fucking thinking of? Like entitled.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'd be like taking, two old Korean dudes' orders,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, they'd
Bouncing you.
speak in Korean, and I speak Korean, like fluent Korean, but I don't know every fucking word, but they're like, let me get the ching chong bing bong, and
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm speaking Korean this whole time, and then I'm like, and I switched to English. I'm like, wait, what do you want?
You're right, right.
Like, what is that? And
Mhm.
then they'd like scowl at me and fucking like point at the menu and be like, Disa one. And fucking,
This
and then
one.
like, Disa one, you fucking retard, like fucking, then they'd like talk amongst then they'd like look at each other and be like, this fucking stupid, like, like they'd like insult me in Korean. And I can understand that. I just don't know your fucking specific ching chong bing bong food. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
right, right.
But it was just like, that was like fucking every day. Like, and I don't know. I hate, I just hated being treated like shit. So that's why I stopped
Right.
doing that.
No, yeah, no. I could yeah, I could definitely see that, man. Like, definitely certain Koreans, especially in my area, they're really old-fashioned, you know? And like
Yeah.
I had a lot of experience, especially cuz okay, so I used to do martial arts a lot, Hapkido. And I did
Oh
that.
yeah. I
Continue?
sorry, sorry,
No,
sorry.
you're good,
No,
you're
go
good.
ahead.
All
I
right.
did Taekwondo too and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
So.
yeah, me too. Okay, so first I did Taekwondo when I was younger, but I never really had to interact with older Koreans because I was so young when I did it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started doing martial arts again. I heard about Hapkido, and it was actually like real fighting, which is why I liked it. And I would
Uh-huh.
get my ass kicked like every class, but it only made me stronger, so it didn't really
Dude, that
bother me.
teaches you,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
getting your ass kicked teaches you how to get your ass kicked and still be okay about yourself. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly, exactly. And it
Like how to
honestly
get back up.
toughens you up. Like I used to not be able to take a
Yeah.
punch, but my instructor would like punch me in the stomach every day a few times to like strengthen it, and it actually did help. I hated it at first, but I was like, wow, my stomach is
Mm.
stronger. But
My stomach.
my stomach
Wow,
is stronger.
thanks for beating the fuck out of me.
But I remember I was so involved. They wanted me to become an assistant instructor, and I was like, you know what? Sure. I did not realize how many responsibilities that means I would have to be taking on because all of a sudden I found myself at a dinner table with the grand master, all right?
The Grand Maester.
Yes, the grand master. This man is literally like 85 years old,
Oh
and he's
god.
like, it was like so many rules they told me, and it was before we were about to go in. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, when you drink your water, make sure you're not facing him, blah 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 blah, all this like stuff. And I'm like, oh
What?
my god.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was just like a whole thing because he's the grand master. And for the most
Mm-hmm.
part he was, humble, chill guy. But he's so intimidating, because he doesn't smile at you. He sees
Oh
you.
yeah, dude. Old Korean men do not smile,
Yeah,
bro.
never, never. And it's
Especially to like their lessers,
oh
like to
yeah.
people who are younger.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I went over there, and then I had to bow, and then I
Mm-hmm.
had to introduce myself in Korean. I had a little script. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I had this little
Yeah.
Korean script that I had to say to him for him to accept me, let me sit at the fucking table, right?
Yeah. And
So,
then did you have the thing where it's like the elder must eat first? Like take the
yes.
first bite? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That was oh man, cuz when they brought the side dishes, I was like, "Oh, that looks good. I'm going to get that, right?" My instructor's like, "No. No, don't."
Slaps your
Right, he
hand.
slaps my hand. He's like, "Get those chopsticks out of your hand right now. You have to wait till he eats
Yeah,
first."
man.
And
Fucking Korean culture is just so, I mean, there's so much, like in America, like we just don't have any like stuff like that.
exactly.
Like there's no, I'm not to say that there's no culture, but there's not a lot of like deep rooted traditions like that, and Koreans are so like rigid in that,
Right,
and
right,
in
right.
like respect and
Yeah,
tradition, and like Koreans are so conservative. And
yeah. I would say there's no real like formality, in America.
yeah, I mean like southern, I know there's like southern, like those like southern like
Oh
what
yeah,
is
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah. No,
politeness
yeah, yeah,
schools, I don't know what they're called.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen
They
people
teach you
take
like
those
dinner
classes.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, those. I mean, even those are ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, even that's like nobody does that.
yeah,
Like if you do actually do that, you're fucking weird.
no, yeah. I feel like if you do that, dude, you like own slaves from the black market.
Your parents have a plantation
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Your grandparents had a plantation and they're just following the formalities. But the last thing I'll say about that Korean thing is the first 5 minutes he's not allowed to eat unless he does 5 minutes of horse stance. Do you know what that is?
Is that where your legs are like kind of spread apart?
Yeah, they're kind of spread apart. You're doing a half
And you're
squat. It's like a wall
yeah,
sit
yeah,
but in
yeah.
the air.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Literally, we sat there and watched this man do a horse stance for 5 minutes in the restaurant.
What the fuck?
Yes, and his wife was there, and
Wait,
she was
what?
saying that she doesn't let him eat if he doesn't do it either, because he
Okay,
has to
that
keep
is,
his
I don't even
strength
know
up.
what that, I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
Okay, that's just like a personal thing with
yeah,
him, I
yeah, yeah,
guess.
yeah. No joke.
He doesn't eat until he.
Right,
What the fuck, bro?
and then right
Oh my
after he's
god.
done, he's like, and that's how you do it, and that's how you do
And
it,
that's how you do
that's how
it.
you do
And
it.
that's how you do it,
And we
bro.
all clapped for him, and I was like, this is so weird. Please get me out of here. This is uncomfortable. And I was on edge that whole. I couldn't even enjoy my meal because I was
Wow.
just like so like scared. I didn't want to mess up and
He's
like have him
scared,
just
yeah.
jump over the
Like
table and
anxiety.
kick me.
I feel like that's why a lot of like Asian kids. I mean, everyone has anxiety now, but I feel like a lot of Asian kids have anxiety because there's so many like growing up, you just had so many like rules, and if like you strayed away from those rules, like I mean, for me, like I was like beaten, or like you'd be like yelled at or like scolded
Oh
or
no, yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know.
I get beat.
Like I got
I
my
get
meat beat.
beat, dude. Yeah, I got my back. Okay, let me. All right, bro. Okay, so I was not the best kid. I was kind of rebellious a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, and just
I
like
can't even see that because like, and maybe it's just because like your Instagram, but
right.
like because it's like wholesome or
No, yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I definitely
Um,
made a like huge change in my life. But
uh,
yeah,
I mean that's good though. Like,
yeah.
that you grew out of it
Well, I mean,
because
maybe a little bit. Like, I still have my moments, but definitely
yeah, yeah.
a lot better. And it was mostly, it wasn't that I would defy my parents. It was just the fact that I I was just like really mischievous, dude. My parents were so strict,
Mm,
and I wasn't the
mm,
best in school because I was like, from ever since I got into middle school, I was like, fuck school, Like I hated it.
mm.
Like I didn't like to go mainly because I would like get like made fun of a lot bit because
Oh, really?
yeah, I was a chubby roly poly kid, you know, and
Yeah.
um if I could go back and change things, I don't think I would because I feel like just because this
No,
stuff
no,
happened
no.
to me, it's like made me who I
Dude,
am today.
everything yeah, no, exactly. Literally every single moment of your life has made you who you are today.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
and part of like, I don't know, part of being happy is accepting yourself for who you are, I feel. So
Right.
like I, I make every effort to like myself as I am right now.
Yeah.
And a part of that is, well, accepting everything that's happened to me
No, exactly, dude.
because I'm who I am because of those things.
Right. Yeah. And obviously at the time you're not always able to see it cuz you're like, "Oh, this is shit." But
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like younger so
Yeah, and you're a kid, and it's funny because like when you're that age, you don't realize how fucking like underdeveloped you are. But then you look at another kid who was your age now, like you look at a 12-year-old kid now, and you're like, wow, that kid's like fucking dumb. Like
yeah.
he doesn't know shit,
No,
you know.
honestly. Yo, it's like it's crazy nowadays. And like now we have like middle school, no, elementary schoolers fucking juuling in the bathroom. They're like 10. They're like
Yeah,
10 or 9. What are you
yeah.
doing, dude?
That's so, dude. Oh my,
But
I don't even.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was in 6th, 7th grade, school started getting hard for me and I couldn't keep up my grades very well. Like I was getting like B's and C's, right?
Hmm.
And but I would just tell my parents I'm doing well. And then obviously like I knew the report card was coming around, you know?
Yeah.
But I was just like I'll just keep it low key until it comes around. But when it came
Hmm.
around, I got fucking beat, dude. I remember probably
Really?
one of the worst times was they kind of found out that regular beatings weren't doing anything to me because I stopped crying, right? So they had
Yeah.
to get creative with it. So they would make me stand in a corner with my arms above my head straight.
Uh-huh. That's some like wrestling like
Yeah.
exercise,
No, yeah,
like
it would
core
hurt.
strength.
It was like hurt my back. And then if I put my arms down, my dad had this
They'd smack you in the leg or something.
wooden pallet, yeah, on my back,
Yep.
on the top of my
Yep.
back, yeah. And I was like, you know, I'm over here crying. I'm like,
Wait, hold
yeah,
up. Do you only are you an only child?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It
Mm.
definitely makes things a
So that
lot
must have
worse.
been kind of hard to
Yeah,
not have like other, like I have two little brothers and we were always like kind of there for each other.
yeah. You know, I always thought about that too, cause I always wanted to like go out and hang with my friends, but I think
Mm.
because I'm an only child, my parents are a bit more protective over me, and they just wouldn't let me go out.
Hmm.
Yeah. So then I felt really
That's
lonely.
so that's weird.
Yeah, and that's when I would turn to like that's
Did you
when
not have like a bunch of neighborhood kids? Like,
nah, dude. I used to in like in elementary school,
yeah.
but then one of my really good friends, Jordan, his mom was part of the homeowners association, and
Hmm.
it turns out for years she'd been scamming the fuck out of us all. So
Hmm.
there's like a
Weird.
lawsuit on
What the
her. It was
fuck?
like a big thing. Yeah, so they had to move. Then I had another good friend, Drew, who lived across the street, and he moved because his parents just wanted a different place, so obviously has to go with them.
Hmm.
And yeah, like those were my only like neighborhood friends. Like no one walks in my neighborhood. Like I was in my friend's
I feel like,
neighborhood, and I would like see people walking around, and like
yeah.
and I'm like, that is so not what my neighborhood's like. You know, no one walks around in my neighborhood.
Do you think it's like a bit of a generational thing? Because when I was a kid, like I would just, I'd come home from school and I would, because I didn't want to be at home really, like I would immediately just get on my bike and just like go. I would just leave the house.
Right.
And like, there'd be other kids who were riding their, like other kids in the neighborhood, and we'd all just like meet up on our bikes and like fucking fuck around and or go to someone's house and play like Super Smash or like
No, yeah, those were the good days. Super Smash on the Wii. Oh
oh fuck
boy.
yeah.
That brings me
On the wait,
some
did you
good
just say the
memories.
Wii?
Yeah, dude, I played Super Smash on the Wii.
Wow, that's so weird because I played it on Nintendo GameCube.
Oh,
It's a generational thing,
dang!
bro. It's a
Woo!
generational thing.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. See, I never had a GameCube. I mean, I remember wanting one for a while,
Yeah.
but my dad
I
kind of
didn't have one either. It's like I went to other people's places and like
yeah.
everyone had a different game system. And so like I had the PS2, someone else had an Xbox, like someone else had a game. So we'd all like we go to some place, someone's house to play a certain thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, the PS2 brings back good memories. Used to have this friend
Dude,
Devin. Oh yeah, I'd go to his house often. We'd play The Matrix on the PS2. I
The
remember that was like
Matrix.
our
I don't think I've
shit.
played that.
Yeah.
Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2 and 1 were like
Oh,
my
the
shit.
OGs. Yeah.
Yeah, like the OG. Like, dude, the new Star Wars Battlefront, goddamn trash. How do you make a Star Wars game without space battles, bro? What
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
That's pretty
What
fucked.
the? How is it a Star Wars game?
No.
How do
It's
you make a new Star Wars Battlefront that has less mechanics than the originals?
no.
I just don't understand it, you know?
Yeah, no, they're definitely just trying to like make it look really nice with the graphics, and they just put in like 2 or 3 maps. I honestly didn't play um Okay, well, that's a lie. I played the Star Wars Battlefront when it came out when they redid it.
Like the first one?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But then I didn't play
Yeah, I
number
played that
two.
one for like 2 weeks, and it was like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
that would, and now I'm done with it.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, I only
that's
played it
fucking
when it
every
had the
game
free
now.
trial. Yeah.
Every game now is like, it's okay for like 2 weeks, and then it's fucking boring because they don't have enough like content. Like these fucking game companies releasing unfinished games. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, you used to be able to buy a game and it's a whole game.
Right.
Like,
No, yeah. I know those were the good old days, man. Like it seems like things now are just becoming more lazy and skimpy. Like,
now that's why I started PC gaming, because console, there's no like good games, and not, all the independent developers they make PC games. So like, I was telling you about Insurgency, Sandstorm, Escape from Tarkov, Hell Let Loose,
mhm.
this upcoming game Ready or Not. It's like a tactical SWAT shooter that deals with like real shit, like school shooters and like sex trafficking, and like just like these games that just like break the status quo. You don't ever see anything like that for console, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I can remember the last game that people were really talking about were, and I never even played either of them. I just watched gameplay on YouTube, was Uncharted 4 and Red Redemption 2.
Mm, I don't think I played Uncharted. I know what it is. I mean, I've played earlier ones.
Right.
Um, Red Dead Redemption, it was, it's cool and all, but like, I don't know. I wasn't as into it as like I used to be into like, the biggest game I was into was like growing up was Fallout 3. Like that was my shit, bro. Like Fallout 3 was I that's probably the most hours I've put into a game.
Clocked Fallout 3.
Yeah, that or New Vegas. No, Fallout 3 definitely I played more than New Vegas, but Fallout 3 or maybe like the first Destiny.
Yeah. Okay.
Um
Yeah, that's really interesting. A lot of my friends were into Destiny when it came out, and I don't know why, but that is what really turned me off from it because everyone at my school was like, "Oh my god, Destiny."
oh, really? See, it's kind of the opposite for me. Like there was only like two other kids who played. So like, you have a fire team of three. So
Right.
it's like it was just us three, and like we just fucking game, like all night.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so it wasn't like I feel like I feel like for me, maybe because you're younger and more people are gaming now, but for me, like less people were as in like, there were a bunch of guys who gamed, but like less people were into like serious gaming. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah,
the
for
people
sure.
are now. It's like
For
more
sure.
popular now, I
Yeah.
feel like. It's more like accessible.
Yeah. No, no, I definitely feel that.
Wait, yo,
Sometimes yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you
sorry.
go.
I know we were talking like we kind of passed by the whole Taekwondo thing, but I had a Taekwondo story just real quick.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I did Taekwondo, like elementary school, right?
Okay.
And I've always been an athletic kid, I mean, I've never been like amazing at sports, but I was always like active.
Right.
But so I was doing Taekwondo, and we had this, old fucking master. He was a fucking Vietnam vet, and
Oh
like
shit.
Old Korean dude, just hard ass, And I'm
Okay.
like a kid, and he was just such a hard ass. And um, now I only got to yellow belt,
Okay,
but
so extremely high up
um,
there. Nice.
is that high?
No, I'm just playing with you, dude.
Okay, I was gonna say like I was gonna wait. Yeah, I got to yellow belt, so I probably did it for like 2 weeks, maybe
Yeah. Okay.
3 weeks. I don't, yeah, 2 weeks and got to yellow belt. And so the reason why I stopped doing it is because so one time, so Taekwondo was right after school, or kind of right after school. So after school, I went to McDonald's, or my grandma took me to McDonald's, and so I ate like a bunch of hamburgers, and then went to Taekwondo, and then in in the fucking training session, I just fucking like projectile vomited McDonald's all over the mat.
Oh God.
And after that, like I did that and just like immediately I was like, fucking take me home. Somebody take me home, and left and never came back.
Did you just fucking
So that's my taekwondo story.
you just throw up on
I
the
just threw
freaking
up McDonald's everywhere, dude.
and they're just looking at you, you're like, all right, I'm
Yeah, I
out.
was so
Peace,
embarrassed, dude. I
bitches.
was so fucking embarrassed.
Dude, I I can imagine that in my head. Like immediately after you're done, you just dip. You just leave. And like
I didn't even complete the whole like class. It was just like right after I threw up, I just left.
yeah. Oh no, I would have done exactly the same. Like I can't show my face around here anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, peace.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Like,
Exactly. Like I'm gonna
I'm never
go
coming back.
go do my own thing
Like,
now.
I can never show my face again.
Yeah. Man,
Oh
I don't
God.
think I've ever had I don't think I've ever vomited on the dojo or dojang,
The
I should
dojo.
say. Okay,
The dojo.
let me tell you why I know that so well, okay? So, after becoming an assistant instructor, I have to teach like little kids classes and whatnot, right?
Mm.
And there's you're supposed to give them shout outs on Facebook to get the parents excited for them to be
What
doing
the
it
fuck,
and
dude?
stuff like that. It was like a whole it was a whole thing. And
It's like so weird to think that you grew up with like Facebook because I
yeah,
didn't.
no, yeah. And keep in mind, I'm like not getting paid for any of this, okay? This is just
Mm-hmm.
voluntary work to be an assistant instructor, which turned out not to be so great. So I go out, and I remember there's this kid, Tyler, or something like it was with a T, right? Whatever. His name's
Mm-hmm.
not important, but I gave him a shout out, and I'm like, yo, you did really good in the dojo today. Keep it up,
Yeah.
blah, 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 right? And there's this one crackhead instructor, okay? It's this white guy, and
Yeah.
he looks like he does meth every day, okay? I do not like this man. I did not like this man. I still don't. He was just so rude for no reason, and I could just feel the sass in his Facebook comment. All right, he doesn't even like my
Mm-hmm.
post, first of all, so fuck you. All right, so he just goes on there. He replies to me. He goes, "Excuse me, sir." He's like, "Dojo is the Japanese. The proper term is dojang for a Korean."
Okay, see, I didn't even know that. I
Yeah,
don't even know that.
right.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and I didn't know that either. And of course, I have to be respectful. So I'm like, oh, thank you, sir, right? But really, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, fuck this guy.
You
And
fucking bitch.
yeah, exactly. Like, all right,
You fucking going
like,
a fucking bitch, dude.
no, right? And he could have done it like, I don't know, just the way he said it to me. And I didn't really think anything of it at that time. I was like, whatever, I'll just be
What
cool
a
about it.
fucking, it's like some old, I mean, how old do you think he was? Like, I mean,
Dude,
but he's older than you.
okay.
In
He,
at least 20s. You know what I
oh,
mean? Fucking an older dude scolding a kid on Facebook about
yes, yes,
fucking karate. Get the
yes.
fuck out of here, you goddamn loser. What the fuck,
Exactly,
bro?
exactly. Oh, also, continuing
Yeah.
on from that, I see him in class next time I go in. I'm hoping I don't see him, but of course he's fucking there. All right? Of course that's how it
Mm.
works out. And I responded to his Facebook message to acknowledge that I saw it. But
Yeah.
I walk into class and he doesn't say anything to me. He's like looking at me in class and I'm like, "All right, this man obviously wants to say something to me." And he comes over to me, he goes, "Did you see my message about the dojang?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir. Yeah, I did." And he's like, "Okay, good." He's like, "I just wanted you to acknowledge that you were wrong and make sure to correct yourself next time." And
Oh
I'm
my
just like,
god.
this guy's such an entitled dick. Because you're a higher belt than me, you're just talking to me like that for no reason, man. I was just like, oh, all right, dude, whatever.
Dude, just people get like a sense of power. You know, like anybody a slight position of power, anybody, literally, I mean, me or you at a slight position of power and you feel entitled to respect or, whatever. It's just like I feel like it's a very human thing, but also it's just like what a fucking cunt.
No, yeah, exactly, dude.
Okay, so let's stop talking about like fucking karate. Some like because we're on some real gook shit right now.
Yeah.
I know I'm the one who
No,
brought it up or whatever, but like
no,
we need to stop talking about karate immediately.
you're right. You're right. You're right. I could go on about that
um,
forever.
okay, so I hear you got a new girl. Is this true?
Yes. Yeah. 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 This
You have
is
a you have a
true.
girlfriend?
Yeah. 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 We've been going out for a good 3 months and a half now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my
That's
longest.
that's like a decent amount of time, I
No.
would
Yeah. Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's I guess it's good. It's like I don't have any
Yeah.
complaints or anything. This is like my first like actual like girlfriend though, like in
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah.
entire life. Yeah.
How'd you meet her?
She was in my psychology class.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you like get the in, you know?
All right, well, let me tell you, okay? So, when I first started talking to her, she was didn't want anything to do with me. Or she made it seem that way cuz we're
Yeah.
sitting in class, so I had noticed her cuz she had this
Uh,
really cool pineapple hat on and I was like, I like pineapples." So that's pretty cool.
you fucking loser. I like
I
pineapples.
like
you fucking no wonder she didn't like show any interest in you. You fucking.
but like
okay, yeah.
okay, but all
Sorry.
right, no, that was okay. So that's what I was thinking at first that I was gonna say.
yeah.
That was not the first thing I said to her, okay? Because
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. If I had, I don't even know what I would have done with
I like
myself. I
pineapple.
like pineapples. What is she even supposed to say to that? All right, dude, whatever.
yeah.
Fuck you. But all right, so my psychology teacher's like, okay, like, turn to your partner and talk about blah blah blah. I forgot what she said. Something about what's like the definition of life or some shit.
Mm.
And so I turn to her and I'm like, so what do you think? And she's like, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, all right, cool, me either. And that was our whole conversation the first time we talked. And
Uh.
I just turned away and like we didn't talk after that for like a good week. And then I come in one day and she's like, "Oh, hey." And then we're all goody goody and she's just showing me memes on her little busted Android. I'm not gonna lie, I roasted the
Mm.
mess out of her when I saw that.
Oh God.
Yeah, it had a giant crack in it. And funny thing is like 2 days later she comes in with like the iPhone X and I'm like, all right,
Oh
okay.
shit.
Yeah. She had to do that to me.
Fucking
But yeah, I mean,
showed your ass up.
yeah, we're just like friends at first. It was really on and off. Like this was like a whole like
Yeah.
I
Is she Asian?
no, she's Hispanic. She's
Okay.
Mexican. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I think I like saw a glimpse of her or something in your story or something. I thought she was Asian.
No, yeah, she kind of has like those little slim eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, so but dude,
Noodle eyes.
yeah, yeah, noodle eyes, man. And but yeah, so there's not really much to talk about there because we haven't had that many like funny experiences, I would say. Or
Yeah,
like
you just started. I mean, honestly, that's how it should be. Like, you shouldn't have too much to talk about if the relationship is going good.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like, if it's you only have a fuck ton to talk about if it's going bad.
No, very true,
you know
very
what
true,
I mean?
right.
Like, I only have shit to say about girlfriends if like they're my exes.
Yeah, I do have a lot of bad experiences in the past, because I'm
Mhm.
like pretty picky. But yo, I wanted to ask you, man. So I know you are fluent in using Tinder,
Uh-huh.
and I remember you telling me one story about getting kicked in the ass by your date, like out of
Okay, it
nowhere.
wasn't even my okay. So the bad part of that is it wasn't even my date. It was just someone. So okay, it was like last year or something. I was in Korea, and I usually hop on Tinder to like meet new people when I'm here.
No, of course.
Just because it's an easy way to meet new people. And
Yeah.
so it was just someone I had been talking to on Tinder. It was like this girl from Germany,
Okay.
and she looked decent. She looked all right, and fucking she seemed okay. And but then like as I talked to her, like I just realized that she was just like weird. I just not. I mean, weird is subjective, but like I just wasn't into her, and like she just. I mean, she was fucking weird. Okay, like she'd be like, "Oh, I haven't taken a shower in 4 days." I'm like,
Oh God. Oh,
"Bitch,
how sexy. What
bitch,
the
clean
fuck?
your." Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Bitch, clean yourself." The fuck? What?
Okay. So
Like,
she's a
and then
caveman.
she was like into like kinky shit, like ASMR stuff. Like she was like sexually aroused by ASMR,
Oh, okay. So
and
she's
I'm
not
just
even
like,
memeing, like
not
legitimately.
even, yeah, it's not, yeah, not I'm not judging her for that, but like, just I'm not into that, you
No,
know.
yeah,
So
of
like,
course.
you know, like what, you know, so I just wasn't into her, and so I kind of just stopped talking to her, you know.
Right.
And so one night I go out with some friends and we go out clubbing, and you know, we're clubbing and we're having a good time, and then all of us, you know, we're walking on the street, and all of a sudden I just feel like someone just hit my ass, like slapped my ass, and I'm like, did I'm like, did someone just fucking slap my ass? Like, am I gonna have to I mean, I'm like, if this is a dude, am I gonna have to fucking throw down right now? Like, I did not leave the house expecting to throw down tonight. Like, I just wanted to fucking club.
Fucking beat someone's
Like,
ass. Yeah.
and I turn around and it's the fucking German girl.
Oh God.
Like, and she's like, she's off the bat super confrontational. She's like, hi,
Oh
like very
God.
aggressively.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello. And she's like, you haven't been responding to my messages.
Oh jeez.
And I'm like, this is like my worst fucking nightmare right now. Like, like, and so she's like, I don't know if she like thought she was like being, you know how some girls do this and some guys do this too, but like
Yeah.
people, they'll be like kind of like mean to you and they think it's like flirty
Yeah.
when
Oh.
it's not unless you
Yeah.
guys are already, unless you're already close, you're already friends. When someone's like, when you're super ironic and sarcastic and like um you know, acting like that, it doesn't come off as flirty, it just comes off as confrontational and mean, you
Yeah.
know.
Just being
So like she was like
dick.
acting like that and I was just like fuck, like it just didn't make me feel good. And she's like keeps talking to me and I'm like, I know I kind of try to come off as like some like really brash dude who just like, you know, is super honest and like does whatever, you know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
like I don't, you know, I'm still, I'm not a fucking complete asshole. Like I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, you know, and so I didn't want to be like, yo, fuck off, you know. So like, so I'm just talking to her, and one of my friends there, like, kind of realizes that I'm uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and also like they like connect the dots because I think I had told them about this German girl
Yeah,
and
dude.
how like she was weird, and so like she like kind of like came over and like got me out of the conversation, which is really nice.
Oh,
But
that's
then
good.
yeah, one of my other friends, he's a dude. I guess he just like got a whiff of German kinky pussy and like he went in and started talking to her, and like he didn't know the whole like, you know, situation. So he was talking to her and then he fucking invited her to come out with us.
Oh, dude,
And so
no.
now yeah, right? And now we're all fucking clubbing together and like I don't know. I don't want to be mean and be like, yo, leave. You know, like I didn't want to be like that. So I just was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to be dancing with my homies.
Dude, you're
And like,
strong, man.
and she just would like try to like grind up on me and shit. And it's just like, I don't want that. You know, I mean, I just was like very obvious that I didn't want anything to do with her.
Yeah.
And
But she was
yeah.
pushing
And
for
then,
it. She wanted it.
yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, she's really aggressive. And I mean, I've had multiple shits like that off of Tinder where
German
I'm
girls.
talking to someone, you know, I'm just like talking to them on Tinder and then they like see me in real life. That's the only person who's like confronted me in real life, you know,
Yeah.
from Tinder. But like I've had people message me like, I see you. Like I'm just like, I'm just like,
Oh!
I'm eating dinner and I just get I'm like watching YouTube videos. You know, I watch YouTube videos a lot, like
Yeah.
when I'm by myself and like doing shit. And so I'm just like eating and I just get a message like, I see you. Like fucking, I'm just like
Oh,
looking around like, what
God.
the fuck? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, who's watching me
Yeah,
right now? Like, what the?
exactly.
It's kind of creepy, and
Yo, that has never happened to me, but oh man. Okay, so you were out the whole night with her? The rest of the night?
that girl, um, yeah. So I think she joined our group like let's say midnight, and I was out till like 3 or something.
Oh wow. So you spent a
Yeah,
whole 3 hours with this bitch.
yeah, but it wasn't like
It wasn't
I mean when you're
terrible.
how like when you're at a club, you're not and you're like dancing with other people, like you're not really interacting with a specific person, so it
Right,
wasn't
right,
like
right. Okay.
horrible. It wasn't like I was having like a one dinner or anything
Right,
with her,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
it was really fine.
Okay, well,
Like
that's
but it was
good.
just like the initial I mean it just felt weird, like I did feel like fucking like weird about it, like awkward or something.
Yeah. No, I would too, man. What? She just comes over and slaps your ass, and all of a sudden she's invited
Yeah,
to
right, who the
hang.
fuck does that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's assault.
Right,
That's
that's
assault,
assault,
bro.
dude. I'm triggered.
I got my ass slapped. Like, man,
Yo.
women can assault men, bro.
Yeah. Yo, that's honestly that's insane, man. Like I don't think I've had any terrible experiences with people on Tinder because I've never had anyone that I've seen like message me like I see you or like
I
any or
see.
like, hit me up in public or anything, but
Yeah.
I would
My first I had plenty of relationships before like I tried Tinder,
yeah.
but my first like semi-serious relationship was through Tinder.
Okay. Oh no, that's good
Yeah.
though. I mean, yeah, it can work. It works for
I
people.
mean, it works. It was all right. I mean, but it just wasn't a good relationship.
Toxic.
It wasn't anything Tinder. It just wasn't a good. It just didn't end up being a good relationship.
Right.
I think partially because I had I had
No
just
coochie.
come out of like a really depressive state, and so I was kind of like vulnerable.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so it was like I met this person while I wasn't necessarily in the best like spot, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Um, and I was like, I don't know what you think about my political views. Like, I don't know. Like, do you think I'm a conservative or what do you think?
Um
I know you don't know me
I
that
would
well.
say like that I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't consider yourself either or just because I feel like you have different opinions on different things, but I don't think you're super liberal. Like I definitely don't think that.
Hmm.
I know that for sure. Um
Yeah, so I think
yeah.
I think maybe I would say I'm an independent conservative,
Yeah.
but also but you're right. Like I have like liberal views on a lot of things. I've conservative views on some things, and I asked someone else, and they said they think I'm like a libertarian.
Have you seen your
But like
Instagram, dude? Okay.
yeah, but like just like believing in like free market and like
Yeah.
just independence and stuff like that. And
Right, right, right.
I guess you're right. I am kind of like moderate in the sense of like I believe in a lot of things. But anyways, like back to my point, I used to be more like way more liberal.
Yeah.
And I met this girl, first Tinder thing, first Tinder like real date, and like she's like she was like super liberal, like way more liberal than I was at that time.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a case of like the echo chamber where you hear other views or opinions that are in line with your own, so you see them as correct and as intelligent, right?
Right.
And so I was like, oh, this girl's like smart, just because like her political view or like just some of her views were kind of a lot of they were kind of out there, but I was like, oh well, maybe she just like knows more
Right.
about like feminism and stuff. Like she is a female. I don't know. But like
Right,
that's how
right.
I felt at the time.
Yeah.
And then as the relationship progressed, I was like, oh, like she's like a fucking Tumblr feminist.
Oh, ew.
And like, she wasn't college educated. And I'm not saying people who don't go to college aren't educated, but like
But she's just stupid.
just well, a lot of the things I felt like they weren't based on like intellectual stuff. They were mostly based on like emotional arguments.
Yeah.
And like we'd get into arguments about like, you know, political shit, and it's just like I don't want to have to, you know, I don't like when I talk about political shit, I want to have like a dialogue. I want to have a conversation, like discourse, not a fucking argument. Because that,
No, yeah,
like, an
yeah.
argument just doesn't go anywhere. And like we just like argued a lot, and then so
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
annoying.
relationship didn't work out. And I feel like maybe I'm either okay. So either I'm just like I just know more now, so I'm a little less liberal, or like I just resent that extremist leftist behavior
Right.
because of this person. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more conservative now. But
Right,
you
right.
know, I don't know. Like I'm definitely not a fucking like I'm not a bleeding heart liberal. I'm not a
A
fucking
libtard?
diehard conservative. Yeah, libtard or
Yeah.
cockservative. So
Yeah.
like like I'm definitely not like extremely on either sides. But
Right. Yeah. Y-
so we're talking about politics. Have you been did I just cut out there?
For a second, well, it didn't really cut out. You said you just went robot for a second.
Okay,
Yeah.
my computer went to sleep. Uh, fucking, have you been kind of following like politics recently, or
Here's the
you know they
thing.
had the Democratic fucking
Um,
debate and everything?
like I want to get more into that, cuz like growing up my parents never said anything about it. I mean, they said a few things, but
Yeah, I mean that's generally the case with immigrants.
yeah,
Like they
yeah.
don't really know too much
So,
about
I
political
mean, yeah,
shit.
I want to get more into it, but I wouldn't say I'm like, well, actually, not at all. Like, I'm not at all educated
Yeah,
to,
yeah, I lied.
yeah, I lied. Like, I don't think I have any right to be in a actual like debate, like with facts or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, certain things that I mean, it's not really politics, but like cultural. I don't even know how to explain it. Just shit I'll see like on social media that everyone's getting upset about it.
Uh-huh.
I'll like look
I don't
into
even fucking
stuff
pay
like that.
attention to people getting upset at shit, dude. It's just like dumb media, honestly. I don't really pay attention to that
Yeah.
stuff, like outrage. I don't like it. You know, it's what's the point? What's the point in being outraged? Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, yeah.
Like
And I think people like are really really emotional nowadays, and
oh yeah.
a lot of times that from what I can see, like they don't know what the fuck they're really talking about it. They're just
Oh
heated.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just your initial people's initial like you know, reaction.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
emotional reaction to something. Not really it's not educated responses or anything. So but um fucking you know there we have an Asian candidate.
Fucking. Oh, really?
Andrew Yang.
Oh, Mr. Yang coming in.
Oh yeah, dude, go watch Joe Rogan's interview with Andrew Yang.
Oh,
If you
he
just
did.
want
Joe
like a
Rogan did.
quick,
Okay, okay, no, no, I'll definitely check that
if you
out.
yeah yeah, if you just want like a quick, I mean I say quick, but it's like an hour. It's like an hour 50 minutes long. But you know, like you can't.
You
I
can't
mean,
fit
you have to
everything
spend
in
some.
two
Yeah, you
hours.
can't. Yeah, so like you know, I would definitely check that out.
I don't know for sure. I
I'm
will.
definitely voting for Bernie Sanders or Andrew Yang. Those are my people right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Like, you know, if Andrew Yang doesn't get it, like I'd want him to be vice president.
dude.
And
Okay.
I'm not saying that just because he's fucking Asian. Like
No, yeah, 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 yeah. Of course.
he's really smart and he has like a lot of fucking like just listen to the fucking podcast. Like it's he has a lot of good points and like
I will. I will.
I like and why I say Bernie Sanders and I don't want dude, I don't want to fucking turn into some fucking political shit
Right.
show
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here. But like the only reason is because I do believe that they're the for the people. Bernie Sanders, like you know, okay, so third way is like this corporate democratic like thing, and they literally say that they want anyone for president except for Bernie Sanders because they know that he is not the establishment. Like he actually will make fucking changes. Like,
Yeah.
and he's actually for the people. Like, I'm so tired of like all these politicians, like Democrat or Republican. They're all corporate shills. Like they all work for corporations. Like, there's just no argument against that. Like,
Right.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel that Bernie Sanders and Andrew Yang are the top candidates who will actually do shit for, citizens and not corporations, and will actually try to make meaningful change and not just keep on going with what the fuck we're doing. Like fucking Joe Biden, a limp dick worm. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on. Like, you're just taking away from other people who, can actually make change.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, that's my fucking political rant for,
For for now, yeah, we can definitely
for now. I'm
talk
not
about this
gonna.
more. I just have to look into that more. But
Yeah.
continuing on, dude. Okay, here is something that's been on my mind for a little while because everyone has a
What's
different
up?
opinion on it. Are Nick shits a thing? Nick shits.
Nicotine shits?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, they're real, right?
Like, it's just like coffee shits.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Yeah.
I tell people yeah, sometimes when I hit the jewel, I feel like I gotta take a shit right after. And then they're like,
Like,
bro,
no,
you're
like,
fucking weird. Oh, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, I can't be the only
dude,
one.
right after you eat, you know, take a few hits of the jewel. Helps with the digestion. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, for real. It makes me have to shit. Like, and I just okay. And the only another reason I bring that up is before I came up here, I had a fat ass bowl of noodles, and I literally took one hit from my jewel, and for a second, I thought I was gonna shit all over my chair. For a hot minute, like my butthole started burning. I was like, oh god. But
Butthole server.
yeah, yeah. But I'm okay now. It's just like the initial like I don't know what it is, but yeah, people didn't believe me. I would talk about it.
No, it's a real fucking thing,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Uh, dude. Also, like, people who I don't know if people actually shit on, like in vaping and shit, but
Yeah,
I don't smoke cigarettes.
right.
Like, it helped me. I mean, it didn't help me quit. I had already cigarettes, but it's definitely like, I don't know. I feel like it definitely is a better alternative to cigarettes.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, and but I always hear like the argument like it's worse than you. I mean, I understand like the nicotine intake. Like I'm not gonna argue that, but
oh, it's higher, yeah, because
but
you can just do it all the time. It's like ease of access and stuff.
yeah, but like the thing is like I mean, I guess I haven't really looked into it, but is the juices in there, the chemicals really worse than what they put in cigarettes? Do you know?
No, I mean, no, I don't. And also, there's not enough studies on it.
Right.
But also, like, cigarettes are known to give you cancer.
Right. Right.
So, like, and also a lot of like big tobacco, like companies like Marlboro, they lace their shit with chemicals so that it it burns fast or burns more evenly. So it's like it's laced with chemicals. It's not
Right.
just tobacco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, unless you buy like American Spirits, which I think is organic and doesn't have those chemicals. But
American
um,
spirits. Okay, I never even heard of that. If I'm being honest, but that's cool.
really, I used to be like a smoker, but I quit a long time ago.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's awesome.
Dude, I used to fucking chew tobacco, like dip.
What are you fucking a country boy? Country boy,
Dude, I'm
I
from
need that.
Kansas,
Need
okay?
that dip. Give me that dip.
I need that dip.
Fucking
Dude,
play
well,
baseball, dude.
well, like, dude, sometimes when I say I'm from Kansas, people think it's Texas. I just go with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious. People don't know where, people in the United States don't know where Kansas
Dude,
is. So
cause no one's fucking from Kansas.
I
You're
know,
the only
right?
person I know from Kansas, man.
But yeah, I used to dip, like, a lot of other kids did it, and it became, it's definitely like way more addictive than cigarettes. Um,
Okay.
and it just became like a habit. Like, anytime I would like sit down to like relax and watch TV, I would just pop in a dip,
Yeah.
take a
Okay.
dip,
Well, take a
you know.
dip, dude. Take a quick dip. Question. All right. So you don't chew it? You just put it on your gums. and you let it sit there.
No, yeah, no, yeah, you don't actually chew it. It's
Okay.
called chewing tobacco, but you just stick it like in your bottom lip usually.
Okay. Okay. And how long until you have to take it out?
I don't know until you feel like it.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
I don't know.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah. No, no. Because I've never tried, but I work at a dental office, right?
I would definitely not try it. I would
Yeah.
definitely recommend to everybody not to dip
Yeah.
because it's highly addictive. It, just go look up fucking pictures of people who get like gum disease
Yeah. Yeah. And
or
I
like, same thing with cigarettes, fucking lung cancer. Like what happens to your lungs when you smoke cigarettes? Like,
right. Yeah. And funny story at my dental office, there's this kid, don't know his name, there's a lot of patients there, but I
mm-hmm.
remember working one day and this kid like was dipping a lot and obviously his mom didn't know, but his mom was there. But
Yeah.
like the lady's cleaning his teeth is like the freak
The
is
dentist can always tell if you're dipping.
exactly. So the dentist is like, what the frick is this? And I guess because he was 16, they didn't have like a
Yeah.
non-disclosure thing where they couldn't tell your parents or something. So this man got snitched on hard,
Well, it doesn't
right?
even matter. Your mom's there. Like they're
Yeah,
gonna say something
yeah,
anyways to you,
exactly.
so she's gonna hear it.
Yeah, so they like brought the mom in, was like, I think your son has been dipping, and this kid got so defensive. He was like,
Damn.
I'd never do that. It was a baseball player,
I
by
would
the way.
never. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, he
Uh,
was making a scene in the office about his little dip addiction.
mm.
Yeah, and his mom was none too happy. But I just thought that was hilarious. Like, man, he had to be worried about that.
Yeah. Wait. So you're in college, right?
Yeah.
You're going to school. Do you live at home or like on campus?
Well, I wanted to live on campus, but my parents were like, no. So I've been commuting
Mm.
an hour.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I commute an
An
hour,
hour. Jesus, man.
and first semester because I was like new to the school, they pick your schedule for you. You can't choose
Oh,
first semester. So
really?
I was going to school
What? That's
every
weird.
day, dude. Every day except Saturday and Sunday. I'm
Yeah.
driving an hour. I would wake up at 6 and get there for my 9 a.m. And traffic was
Jesus,
insane.
man.
Yeah.
That sounds awful, bro. Like, so, um, my parents, man, dude, I would recommend that for at least your first semester or year that you live on campus, like in the dorms.
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree
Like
with that.
at least for your first, because like I was talking to my mom, and I think my youngest brother. I mean, he's only in high school. Like he's gonna be a sophomore in high school, but you know, I think he's gonna go to a school that's near our home. So it's like technically, it's like 15 minutes away from our house. So like technically, he could just live at home
Right.
and like commute. But I told my parents like, well, for the first year, you should have him because it's a good experience. Like that's a good experience to have to like live with the roommate and like be around all these like students because you get to make friends and like you get to know other people and you get that like life experience of like living with the roommate or like living around like all these different people.
Exactly, yo. And that's all I really wanted. Like, and
Yeah.
I remember like the first month into it, I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking whip this bitch 110 miles per hour right off the spaghetti junction, and I'm
Oh
gone. And I'm
god.
gone.
I'm outie, bro.
I'm outie. It was the worst. And
Damn.
I'm still gonna be doing it this next semester, but I've already kind of gotten used to it, so it's not as bad
Yeah, I mean,
anymore.
yeah, it's just like for the first year, but like after that, it's like it's fine living out. I don't know. It's fine. You're fine, bro.
Yeah, 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 exactly. So
Like,
I think now I'm just kind of looking towards the future, like yeah, like it'll be okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also, it's like, you save money, you're living at home,
for sure, for sure. And that
you
that's
have
that
to
was
pay
the
for
whole point.
boarding and shit.
Yeah, but
Um,
but yeah, man, it can be
so,
fucking hard.
are you like, I know you're into gaming. We kind of talked about some games and shit, but are you like into movies at all? Like cinematography or?
Yes,
film.
yes. I saw there's a new Quentin Tarantino movie coming out soon. I forgot what it was fucking
Yeah,
called, but
it's called
it
like
looked
Once
good.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Clinton.
Yeah,
It's my boy.
yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, for sure. Me too, dude. Yeah. No, I just love. I wouldn't say I really study the cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's really well put together, I will notice. But it's not something that I like study. I'll tell you. You ever watch Damn, oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Legion, FX on FX.
With
It's a Marvel.
the TV show where
Yeah.
it's like gladiator shit or something.
No, 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 no. Legion. It's the show. Is it Legion? Legion. It's Legion. Yeah, it is Legion. No, basically, it's a Marvel FX show, and
Oh,
this guy he has like schizophrenia, but he also has like like really strong superpowers.
he's OP.
Yeah, no, no, yeah, he for real is, but he like doesn't realize it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the
That
newest.
sounds cool.
Yeah, no, 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 and
I haven't heard of it, but
yeah, you should. I think you would really like it. Like, and it's kind of like a thriller horror almost, because they have some
that's
scenes.
cool.
Yeah, and because he has like this monster living inside of him. But yeah, I don't. I'm
Like
not.
some Naruto shit.
Yeah, yeah, dude, and I don't want to give away too much, but I think if you watch it, if you're really into cinematography and stuff, I think they were very interesting with it. You know, like watching the show, I was
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, like my brain is like scrambling, but this looks really
Hmm.
nice. It's a beautiful show.
Um. So I'm gonna name like a few of my top movies. I just want to know if you've seen them.
Okay.
They're a bit older because I'm a bit older. Um. Alien.
The original Alien, you know, I saw part of it, but I haven't seen it all the way through. In which
Bruh,
I can
dude.
remember, cause I
Okay, you
yeah.
gotta watch Alien, bro. You gotta
Okay.
fucking watch Alien. It's a fucking classic, one of the classic horror space thrillers. Like you gotta fuck. I mean, you know, it it had it had a tough ass female main character before like people started doing that for like political reasons.
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be fucking. Females can be tough ass badass characters, and it doesn't have to be fucking political. Like, why does I don't get why Hollywood doesn't make it goddamn
No. Yeah. Captain Marvel.
so annoying.
Okay.
I didn't want not like anything against it, but I didn't see that
Me neither.
one.
I just didn't think it looked that good.
But one thing I didn't like is that how they touted it as like, the female main character. It's like, bro, like it's not the first move. It's not like groundbreaking to have a female
No.
main character.
Exactly.
Like, I have plenty of favorite movies with female main
It's fucking
characters.
Marvel. Okay. Continue after Alien then.
Alien, Starship Troopers.
Yes, dude. I have actually. My friend fucking showed me
Okay,
that
dope.
movie.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love it.
I love all these old movies with like practical effects. I love practical effects.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's really
Like,
interesting that you say that. Yeah.
um, and also it's just like that movie's kind of like satiric. It's like a satirical like dystopian take on our society, and
Right.
it's really interesting. It's kind of like trippy and
Oh yeah, yeah, no.
like,
Yeah, I remember watching that. Oh fuck, dude. I was like in
it,
7th grade.
oh damn.
Yeah, but I remember I really enjoyed that movie. Yeah, because my friend Hank showed me it. Yeah, it
um,
was good times.
that one's one of my favorites. The Thing.
No, I haven't seen it. I've heard of it.
Oh,
And
dude, it has Kurt Russell, bro,
yeah.
and um, it's directed by John Carpenter, one of like most prolific. Like, I feel like he's one of the best directors.
Oh,
And
dude, I'm missing out on these good
yeah,
movies.
dude, fucking The Thing. This one also has practical effects, but basically the story is, there's like an Antarctic research center, right? And then they find this like alien or like this organism frozen in the ice. I know it kind of sounds like cliche now, but this was made in like the 70s or something, or the 80s or something. I can't remember. But so it's such an original, like all these, alien stars, the thing, these are all such like original like ideas at the time. And so like they find this organism, and basically what it does is that it mimics. It can mimic any living organism that it touches.
Yeah.
So like it'll touch you and kill you, right? And then it'll take your form.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
this movie. My dad was talking about. He was saying, um, oh man, I just remember like my dad. I can't even think, but yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Fucking classic, dude. You should check it out.
No, yeah, I definitely will.
What's another movie? The Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Um, you
That
know,
one's on Netflix, I think.
I've heard of it. I know my dad has seen. I think that's one of my dad's top movies, but
Damn, bro.
I
It
haven't seen it
has
myself.
Bruce Willis, bro. Bruce Willis in the fucking
Yeah, Bruce Willis is a
dystopian
goat.
future. Like, it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's in it as a transgender singer, like, or something, or TV show host. Like,
Yeah.
fucking Gary Oldman. Do you know Gary Oldman?
Yes, I know Gary Oldman. Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've seen The Professional, right? Where he like, oh man, I forget the line. Oh, he screams everyone.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like
I'm.
a meme kind of.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
okay, so like in The Professional, Gary Oldman is like this mob boss, and fucking, they're like, this dude's like killing all his dudes, and he's like talking to his henchmen. He's like, get everyone. And he's like, what? Everyone. Dude, Gary Oldman's one of my favorite fucking actors, honestly.
Oh.
Um,
Yo. Okay.
name some of your movies, because I feel like my shits are just like old and you haven't seen
Okay.
them.
All right. Listen. Okay. I was gonna
I
bring
just
up
like,
some old movies. All right. Wait. While we're on the topic of Gary Oldman, have you
yeah.
ever heard of the film Tiptoes that he's in? The movie about
Mm,
midgets.
yeah. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yes, yeah, okay. It's
He plays a
funny.
midget.
Yeah, he plays a midget. I haven't actually watched the movie yet, but I thought it was hilarious just staring at
There's
the
like Matthew
trailers.
McConaughey in it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
But
I saw them talk about that movie on like the H3
no,
podcast.
exactly. Yeah, that's where I heard about it from, and I just thought that was
Did you
hilarious.
see it?
Yes. No, well, I saw the trailer, but I still have to watch the
Mm.
movie. Yeah, I just know it's gonna be bad. But speaking of old movies, you ever watch Spaceballs?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it in a long ass time, but yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I just remember that being one of my favorite movies growing up. Is like, cause it was just
That
like
was
a
like
parody movie.
yeah. I mean, I love the original Star Wars. I mean, I hate what they've done to it, but
No, yeah, I haven't
are
seen the
you
newer ones though.
are you like a big fan of Star Wars or anything?
I was a big fan of the original movies, but the new ones that they created, I think I watched like the first one,
The prequels, are you talking about?
the prequels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The newer ones that they made with the
Yeah,
lady, the
yeah.
girl.
Not the Oh, are you talking about the newest ones, like The Last Jedi and shit?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And it has the
Not the original 6.
well, no, I like those ones. I actually like, and I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
the
yeah.
newest ones. With
Oh, you
like
haven't
the
seen any
last
of them?
no, well, I saw the very first newest one that came out. Like it was like 2014 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just remember
Well, I
everyone
think it's
saying
like
it was so good, but I thought it was all right.
yeah, it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't amazing. It was all right.
Yeah.
And fucking dude, my feminist ex, and I hate to say feminist because like I'm a feminist. I do believe in like equality
Right, yeah.
among everybody, but like um I don't believe in putting down males.
No, yeah, me
Um,
neither.
but that ex would get mad at me when I said, like it's just an all right movie. Like,
Dude, you're so entitled.
well, yeah, it's like, dude, just because there's a female character doesn't make it the greatest fucking Star Wars movie. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it was so revolutionary.
Like I can not like it for like I don't like it for other reasons. Like
Right.
she did a fine job, I feel, but like just the plot and like just the devices that they used
Right,
and like
right.
how
Of course.
they didn't really utilize some of the classic things that Star Wars is all about. Like, there's so much lore to Star Wars. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly. And it's your opinion. Why does it have to be
yeah,
about
exactly.
that?
It's my
Yeah.
fucking opinion. Like
Right.
it was good. In theaters I saw it and I liked it, but I wasn't like, this is the best Star
Amazed.
Wars movie.
Yeah, me neither, dude. But
Um,
I had this one friend. He was like Star Wars tryhard. Okay, everything he owned
yeah,
was
yeah.
Star Wars. He even had this like Star Wars like skin for his Xbox controller I never even seen. Like he was like that kid. You would be like, "Oh, Chewbacca." He's like, "Excuse me, that's Chewbacca. That's Chewbacca." And you're like, "All right, dude, just chill out." But yeah, he was in love with it, and I only say that. I mean, I feel like he was really biased. Like, I don't think he actually watched the movie. He just saw it was Star Wars and like just nutted everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Did
what
you
a
ever
lot of
watch
people
like
did.
the Clone Wars like animated TV show?
You know, I actually heard it wasn't that bad. I saw a few episodes, but I
Dude,
never got
not that bad.
into it.
It's fucking good. Okay, okay. Well, it's like I really like the Clone Wars history,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the closest thing to like real battles, like real, like action and like I don't think like I don't know, I guess I'm into like that kind of like uh realism, like that military realism.
Yeah.
But it's like Clone Wars is kind of like the closest thing to get to that.
Right.
That like kind of military realism and action.
No, yeah,
Um,
and it can make like sense, you know? Like it's not like
yeah,
ridiculous like scene or I mean, I don't know. I
and it's
never really
actually
watched
the
it.
TV. Yeah, well, the TV show is like really well written, and I think they're doing a reboot of it
Yeah.
soon or something. I heard, which that'll be dope. I think.
Yeah.
And because it shows okay, so what it shows is like between episode 2 and 3, like kind of shows like how Anakin became vulnerable to the dark side, you
Okay.
know?
So Anakin, he's like a
And
big
it gives you
character?
much, yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan are like the main characters,
Oh, okay,
kind of.
okay, okay.
No, actually, no, it's like Anakin, Obi-Wan, and then Anakin has a Padawan that they never showed in the movies, but he actually had a Padawan
Right.
like underneath him that he trained. And so like their relationship and like it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, no,
but it
I
shows you like such deeper shit than like the movies. Like,
right. Yeah.
I
And
don't want to give anything away, but like there's like way, the Force is like way bigger. Like it plays a bigger. It's not just some like invisible thing, you know.
right. It's like a is it
Okay,
more of
okay,
like a
okay.
spiritual
Sorry.
thing? Is it like religious for them or like a more
It's
like
like it's an actual
spiritual?
religion, and they're like actual like spirits and like gods, kind of.
Okay.
I don't know if they're like gods, but they're like actual entities
Right.
of like light and dark.
No, yeah.
Um, so it like goes way deeper into like that lore. Okay, so one of the things that I didn't like about the Star Wars movies, I know you haven't seen them all, but I didn't like how they didn't really show this the main character Rey, the girl, training at all. Like she just
Oh, yeah.
knows how to use the Force
Yeah.
and can just like use a lightsaber.
Right. Well,
Like Luke Skywalker had to like train in Dagobah with fucking Yoda to like be able to like wield the Force and like wield a lightsaber properly. And this bitch just like picks it up like in one movie without anybody, like it's
yeah.
like, and I'm not saying like, oh, women can't just fucking do it, like I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying like there has to be like a progression of skill.
Right.
She's
No.
just a nobody that's never, doesn't know anything about this stuff and she can just do it.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
like a fucking stormtrooper recruit, like the black dude Flynn, like he can just use a lightsaber now. Like so
No.
anybody
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fucking use a lightsaber now. Like bro, like
Yeah. I saw that too. I thought
come
that was
on,
pretty
dude.
ridiculous.
Like I don't know.
Yeah. That part didn't really make that much sense to me because I just saw him like grab it, and I was like, oh, like so anyone can just use one. Like, I guess I
Yeah,
could
it's
use
like
one.
just some like yeah, like what the fuck.
Yeah.
So then, like, just have like fucking Boba Fett come in with a jetpack and bombs and rocket launchers, and just give him like triple lightsabers. Like, like anybody can fucking use a lightsaber, bro. Fucking Princess Leia flying through space. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It really.
have some
I
like
feel that.
development and progression of like stuff. Like,
Right.
I just didn't like how there was like a lack of that, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I still love Star Wars, and I'm gonna watch the new one that comes out. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of disappointing what they've
Hmm.
done to it.
Yeah,
And
man.
fucking oh, okay. Are you a fan of Game of Thrones?
Okay, so I watched like the first episode, but I didn't get into it. But then everyone's like, "Oh, you have to get to like season 2 or something." They're like,
Yeah,
you
you have
have
to
to try and
like.
like
I
push
feel like you
through."
have to at least watch the first 4 episodes because I know it's like a lot because they introduce so many characters
Yeah,
that it's like hard to keep up at first.
yeah.
Um, but did you end up watching it or
No,
no?
no, no, not yet. I
Uh,
honestly haven't even tried. But I'll tell you this. While we're on the topic of movies,
uh-huh.
Seth Rogen. Okay, this man is
Yeah.
like my favorite actor, comedian
Hmm.
guy. I just find him so hilarious, and him and James Franco, I just think make like a really great duo.
Oh yeah. I
So
mean, dude, pineapple. Sorry. Go
no, no,
ahead.
yeah, but yeah, anything with either of them in it, I'm watching it. So Pineapple Express, I know you're about to say that is
Yeah, yeah. Pineapple Express is the movie that got me to smoke.
right. Yes, yeah, dude. Honestly, I thought it was
Like,
so
cause I think I was
hilarious.
in the 7th grade when that came out,
Yeah,
and me and my friends saw it, and uh, like we didn't smoke weed at first.
yeah,
So what we did was we take like printing paper, like just like paper, and take like orange peels, like fruit peels, and dry them, and then roll up like dried orange peel in, like paper and smoke
dude, you're
it.
weird. You guys are weirdos. What?
I know, right?
Yo, orange peels. At least, I hope y'all took the sticker off at least.
You know, I recently found out that that is what is called a prison cigarette because they do that in prison.
What?
Yeah, they do that in prison.
Dude,
They
what does it do though? Like, does it make you feel like?
nothing. It's just nothing. It's just you just it's just the act of smoking, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Because I find that now, like now that I've quit like smoking and like all that shit, like I don't really smoke weed anymore.
Right.
Um, it's more of the act of smoking is what I find relaxing. Like just the act of
You
smoking.
know,
So
I can definitely relate with that.
like I do Juul and I'll smoke like CBD that has no THC in it.
Does that
Like
do
just
anything
like
for you? I've tried that, and I've tried like gummies, and I've tried the
I don't
where you
know
mix it with
I don't
water.
CBD gummies
Like, it's never
doesn't
done anything
really
for
make me
me.
feel anything, but um smoking CBD flower
Yeah.
that makes me feel kind of relaxed.
Okay. So
And
that's the one
then
thing I haven't tried though.
yeah, I would try it. I mean, I definitely prefer it over weed because weed gives me like anxiety and
I was
stuff.
gonna
So
say,
I
yeah.
don't.
Does it get you paranoid?
Yeah, it gives me paranoid, and I think it's just because like I'm kind of an anxious person. I think weed kind of just enhances the way you already feel.
Right.
So like, yeah, I stopped smoking weed, and like if I do feel like smoking something, then I'll smoke some CBD. Um, and I'll like I tried like vaping CBD because they have like CBD jewel pods.
Yeah, I
Um,
actually tried one. It didn't do anything for me either.
yeah, it doesn't like I don't really feel it unless I'm tired. If I'm like tired and I'm like trying to go to bed and I like hit the CBD vape, then it'll like kind of make me feel more tired and I'll go to sleep sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also I feel like it's a nice alternative to like having like nicotine in your jewel pod.
Right. No, yeah, I can
Um,
agree with that.
the only downside is that it's like CBD
It's
vape
expensive.
is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hella expensive. So
Yeah, that's like
I
a
don't think I don't know if I'm gonna buy it ever again. But I just like because I was yeah I don't know. I spent a bunch of money on it just because I wanted to try it, and
right.
then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
now I know that I'm probably never gonna buy them again.
No,
So
yeah. I can feel that. It's
I'll probably stick to
definitely
CBD flower.
it is expensive. It is.
Yeah,
Um
because it's like a 4 pack is like $50.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, I never purchased it myself, but I have tried one through my friend. I didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah.
Man, wow. But yeah, no, I remember because the droplets I got. It was like a little small pack of droplets you mix in with
Oh
water.
yeah,
It's
like
like
a
$60.
tincture.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't think of the word. But I was like, man. And after I used that, I was like, I'm never getting this again. I just wasted so much money. It was terrible.
um, dude, do you like work out every day? Because I
Wait,
see you're like
pause
kind of
on that.
jacked.
I like no, I want to keep talking, but I actually
Uh,
have to really take a shit again. So we're gonna
all
take
right,
a
all right.
quick
Yeah,
break
we'll
real
just
quick.
edit. Yeah, I'm gonna take a piss, so we'll just edit out this little piss break.
All right, bet. All right, I'll be
All
back.
right,
I'll be back.
I
Um.
do did,
Anyway, back from the break. That was. I
bruh.
feel a lot more relaxed.
I just realized that my profile picture just looks like a melted ball sack from you
What
with
is it?
flowers growing out.
What is it?
I don't even know, dude. It's Overlook on Instagram.
Yeah.
The dude I collab with, and he's like my homie.
No. Yeah.
I think he either made it or he's the one who posted it. It's
Yeah.
like a long ass time ago. He posted in like a group chat or something, and I thought it was funny, so I made that my profile pic.
It's yo. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was like a tiger or something, but I didn't really look at it that much.
Yeah, if you look at it closely, it's just like a shriveled up. I don't even know. I
Shriveled up
really don't know what it
nutsack.
is. It looks like a ball sack being.
A melted ball sack.
uh,
All right. So going back to what you were talking about, how you were asking me if I work out. Yeah, dude. I honestly
oh yeah,
did work out a while, for a minute, and I was getting my body pretty up there,
yeah,
But then I actually started dating this girl, and it made me kind of lazy because I spent more time hanging with her. And
huh.
yeah, and she she likes my body, so I was like, well, okay, whatever. So I like kind of stopped working at it. I should get back into it.
Damn.
I've been
Yeah,
talking about getting back into it, but
you definitely should. I mean, it doesn't have to be like an intense fucking workout for hours, you
right,
know?
exactly.
I mean, you're envious of me graduating. I'm fucking envious of like having that like will to work out because like I used to be really fit, like
Yeah.
I played sports, I did wrestling, like I did all that, and like I worked out every day, and um used to be pretty like fit, and now well, like I feel like it was because of like anxiety and like depression and all that. Like I stopped working out, and then I lost like 40 pounds.
Yeah. Oh,
uh
wow, dude, that's great.
no, it's not because I wasn't fat, like
Oh,
like
okay.
so yeah, I was like I wasn't fat or anything, so like I'm like really skinny now,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be like some like body dysmorphia or something because like I always feel like I always feel like bad about my body, like I'm fucking too skinny, or like I will feel fat right now even though I'm like really not, like I'm super skinny,
Right.
like I probably weigh 130 maybe
Okay, yeah.
125 130 now,
Wow, interesting.
so like yeah, like I'm pretty like jealous that you like have that thing to work out because I do not work out at all
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Dude, let me
And
tell
I
you
definitely
about that though.
should.
I think it really stemmed from insecurity because I was a big boy.
Mm.
Yeah, when I was
Oh yeah,
younger,
yeah, yeah.
big boy. All right, I was the snowball, whatever, roly poly looking ass, waddling around. Yeah, and I think from then, then that's what really made me want to start working out.
Hmm.
And now it's my insecurity has been less, but now that I'm not working out again, then I feel like shit, like I have been feeling bad about my
Yeah.
body as of late. Like I just went to the water park today,
Uh-huh.
and I was just like, damn, dude, I hope I just fit in with everyone else. Cause I saw a few other chunkies. I was like, let me just stand near them. I'll look thinner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, man. I don't know. It definitely helps with like your mental shit too. Like helps you just feel better, like with all the endorphins from
uh,
like working out, and just
right,
helps you feel better about yourself. But
right.
like, I don't know what it is. Like I don't know why I can't find it in myself to like work out. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. I mean, it might be depression. I really don't know, but
Right. Yeah. It's just something you
um,
gotta figure out.
yeah, it's not good. It's not good, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like me being lazy, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been like fat.
Right.
I've always been like normal. I mean, not to say like, yeah, but you know what I mean.
No.
Just like
Yeah.
I've just
Yeah.
been
For sure. Of course.
like average.
Yeah.
Like I've
Like.
never, I guess even kind of skinny, like
Yeah. Yeah.
just like slim or whatever.
Yeah. Must
So I've
be
always,
nice, dude. Having a fast metabolism. What's that like?
yeah, dude. Okay, so I don't work. I mean, okay, so occasionally I'll like do push-ups and sit-ups and like just kind of, I don't know what that kind of workout is called. I forget what it's called,
Yeah.
but
It's just like
um,
body
yeah,
weight
just like
workouts or whatever the fuck.
body, yeah, just like whatever that is, and I do that sometimes, but like I eat a lot. Like I eat a lot of food,
Yeah.
and I eat pretty much 3 times a day,
Right.
like every day. And even though I do that and I eat a lot, I eat 3 times a day, I don't gain any weight, bro.
Must be nice. I
Like
eat
I
a
don't.
freaking
It must be my
pizza, I gain
metabolism or
20
something.
pounds. It's insane. But yeah, no, yeah, that's really interesting cuz like you always feel like you're fat. I mean, I feel the same way, but I think it's just like the fat kid inside of me still, you know? I think I'll always
Oh
feel like
yeah.
I'm kind of chunky, you
Hmm.
know? But yeah, I think it's just really like an insecurity thing, and I just gotta force myself to just
Yeah.
start working out, like start building it up. And I think what really discouraged me too from starting up again when I considered doing it was because when I don't lift weights for a while, I'm like
Yeah.
I can't lift like the weights I was lifting before. Like I have to start from
Uh,
lower and build back up, which is the worst feeling because I'm like, dang, like I'm not even on the level that I used to be, and it was just only a few months ago.
mm.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess like I feel like you shouldn't really care about like how much you can lift. It should be more about just you being fit.
right.
I that's like me personally.
No,
Like I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really
I should see
obviously
it that
coming from
way.
a bag of bones, like I don't care about how much I fucking lift.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not
um,
like, like, I, I don't know how to explain. Yeah, like before I did want to be super buff. Like I want to be like that buff dude that you're like, dang, that dude's
yeah,
like buff.
I honestly don't find like just like super ripped jacked people to be like
Very
I don't find
attractive.
that like look to be attract like I don't want to look like
No,
that.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to be like fit. And I feel like the biggest thing for me is that now that I'm like really skinny and like don't really have like that many muscles anymore, that like I'm I feel maybe I'm fatigued more often, or like I'll like my back will hurt,
Mhm.
like from like I sit at an office, like from sitting all the time, and I
Right.
sit at an office, go home and game, and like like I'm just sitting, so
Sitting,
like my
yeah.
back will hurt, and like so sometimes like uh walking an excessive amount will like I'll just get tired,
Right.
like like and it's like I'm like, oh, like it's because I'm like weak. Like I don't have any fucking muscles like that, like
Yeah.
my body can't hold itself up or something.
Right.
I'm just gonna look like my fucking profile picture. Like I'm just gonna fucking like slump into a bag of fucking skin.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
but yeah, actually, thanks for reminding me about that because now I feel like I should start doing something. But
yeah, I should work out. We should like have some. We should have some sort of like contest or something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like how many
uh,
miles you run per day or something. Because I need to.
no, fuck that. You would win because I hate running like that.
Yo, same, same.
I can do like I can sprint really fast, but like
Oh
I can't.
gosh.
I used to do track. I would
Okay,
do the
there we go.
400 meter, like one lap around, like was my shit.
But anything more
I
than
fucking
that,
remember. Yeah, it's just like I hate running like miles. Like like I don't like running that long distance. Like even 1 mile is like long distance for me. Like I mean, I guess I should probably like train my body to do it, but I've just even when I was like really fit, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, or not that I couldn't do it, it was just like really hard for
Right.
me to
Right.
like do that. But like, yeah, I remember in high school when I was doing track, um, like, or maybe it was middle school, but I was doing track and doing the 400 meter, like one lap, and it was at a tournament or track meet. Sorry, I think that's what it's called. And all the kids, we're all lined up, and for some reason, all the other kids, they were like talking amongst themselves. They're like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna jog the first half and then sprint the last half." And I'm like, at first I was like, yeah, that's too. But then I was like, I'm just gonna fucking sprint the whole thing. And so I just fucking zoomed the whole thing, and I was beating everybody by like half the track basically.
Yeah.
And so I'm like running, and I'm like coming back around towards the finish line, and like the last like 100-meter stretch, and that's where like all the stands are, where all the like parents and like all the other kids are.
Yeah.
And I'm in first place by a fucking long shot, and I'm running, and it's silent. Nobody's like, it's like it's literally silent. Like nobody's cheering.
Oh God.
Like, and because like, I don't know, it's just like not that many people from my school were there.
Yeah. Right.
Like I ran to the finish line, and that's where my team was, and they're all cheering. But like in the stands, it was just silent, and I just remember that like just feeling like weird. I just felt so weird. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, like they hate me for like just beating the fuck out of their kids or something. Like,
Yeah, their team is shit.
oh man, I remember one time I got in trouble. I got my team. My team wasn't allowed back at this one school for the track meet because I called some dude like one of the adults there an asshole.
Oh really?
Like it was like, yeah, there's like, so it was like one of the you know adults that like worked at the school. Like he was like working at the track meet, doing work at the track meet or whatever. And my friend Alec was like kicking some rocks or something,
Yeah.
and the dude like just was like, he was an asshole. Like he like yelled at, like, we're in middle school, like just like made us feel like really bad for fucking being kids. We're just like,
Just
and
messing
he wasn't like
around.
kicking rocks maliciously. He was just like swinging his foot, and it was just like knocking some pebbles around or something. And he just like yelled at him. And so while the dude was walking away, I'm like, dude, you're a fucking asshole.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah.
and he's like, what'd you say? Like, and he like thought he like thought my friend had said it because he was yelling at my friend.
Right.
And he thought my friend had said it, and my friend's like, what? He's like, what? He's like, what? And he's like, it's so funny because he's like this big dude. He's like this ripped, huge, tall dude. He's like, but he's like super kind of like sensitive, I guess. And he's like, I didn't say anything. He's like, yeah, right. I'm gonna be telling my superiors, or I'm gonna be telling your coach, or whatever the
Jeez,
fuck.
dude.
And
Yeah.
so like after the race, fucking our coach, or like after the meet, fucking the coach and the dude comes up to my friend and was like scolding him basically. And I was like, I felt bad. I had said it, so I was like, dude, I'm the one who said it.
Right.
And like the coach was like, you're the one who said it. And like I got in fucking trouble for that shit. Like almost got detention. I got a detention. I can't remember if I got a detention. It was either detention or like I had to like meet the principal. I got in trouble because so we had this art club at school, right? And you get to just make whatever you want. You get to draw or do whatever you want. It's like art club.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I made this like 3D paper gun. Like it looked like a pistol, and you could like load the mag in and everything.
Yo, that's so cool though.
I know,
Okay.
right? It's super cool and creative.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble for it. I'd never been in trouble at school in my life, and like now in this day and age where there are actual fucking shooters at school, I got in trouble for making a paper gun.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And the principal was like, how did you make this? Like, he's like, it's so realistic. Like, you can unload and load the mag, and like, and I'm like, I don't know. I just fucking made it. I don't know. I felt like I don't know. I was like a nerd, I guess. I don't know. I was a gamer and fucking, I just wanted
Yeah.
to make a gun or
I'm a
something.
gamer, dude. Of course I
It's
can
like,
make
dude,
this
it's
shit.
fucking made out of paper.
Right.
You're gonna get, like, it's made out of
Jeez.
paper, bro. Like,
Relax. Yeah,
it
for real.
doesn't shoot. It does.
Relax.
It's just made out of paper. Like, I don't know, man. I just remember that vividly, kind of like getting in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Another time I got in trouble was we had like advisors. We had like advisory meetings. It was like a group of kids. Like, each teacher had like a group of kids, right?
Right. Right.
Um, and we would have snacks. It was like in the middle of the school day. It was like you meet with your advisor and all these other kids who are in your group, and you have snacks and just like talk and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I had
And
that as well. Yeah.
okay, and so like we'd have snacks, and that day there was like a bunch of snacks left over, and our advisor was like, okay, we'll just like finish this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like after school, like just like a few of us, there was always like a few kids who like stayed after school, because like our parents like couldn't pick us up or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're like fucking, we're like in middle school, we're just kids and we're like starving, like we're hungry. We're growing boys,
Yeah.
and we're like,
Exactly.
bro, we're fucking starving. There's like three of us, and I'm fucking starving. And like one of them was Coco. It was like me, Coco, this fat black kid, and then Lazar, this like French kid. And we're like, bro, there's like snacks in our advisor's room. And so we go into the advisor's room, which was open for some reason, and we each take like a cookie or some, I don't know what the snack was, but we each took a snack. And somehow maybe we took more than one, because maybe Coco, the fat one, took like three or something, because somehow the advisor noticed, and like we all got in trouble. No,
Dude,
and
that
like
teacher was
she did.
counting cookies, dog.
I know, right? We got like in fucking detention. I don't think it was detention, but we got in fucking trouble. Like, we had to go talk to the principal and shit. Like, what a fucking cunt, dude. What a like hard, like, dude, we're just fucking kids trying to eat some cookies, bro. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Relax.
And I don't like, there was no way of her knowing who actually did it. But I think she just assumed it was the fat black kid.
Oh,
And then
okay.
and then we were his friends. So like
Damn. So
one of
he
us
ratted
one of
y'all
us
out.
had to have admitted it,
Right.
because she probably like we're kids, and she's like a scary, lady.
Right.
She like probably scared him, and he ratted on us and
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about that
That's
shit.
insane, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yo. Honestly. Okay. Let me tell you about my seventh grade. Dude, seventh grade year was revolutionary for me.
Yeah.
So much shit happened. Like, I just remember having this eighth grade or seventh grade social studies teacher, and like her mugshot was online, dude. She got
Whoa.
arrested for a DUI.
Damn. If
Yeah.
you're arrested for a DUI, that means you probably had multiple DUIs.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, honestly. And I guess she didn't get in that much trouble because she's subscribed to like Percocet or like some like insane like
What?
abused drug, but she was using it for
Yeah.
medical purposes. And she
Uh
wasn't
huh.
supposed to be driving, but she got arrested for DUI. I bet that bitch was loopy on the
Oh.
road. Yeah.
So I was thinking like alcohol,
Yeah, yeah,
but
exactly.
that's different. Like
Right.
your prescription meds, that's a little different.
Yeah, and but in her mugshot, she's crying, and her makeup is running down her face. And oh my god, dude, looking back, like during the time, I thought it was hilarious because like everyone
Yeah.
would bring it up to her. I never
Yeah.
said anything because
Oh,
I didn't have the balls, but
yeah,
like
that's kind of shitty.
it is shitty, dude. And looking back, I was like, oh my god, we're like such terrible kids. But we thought it was hilarious because she was such a bitch to everybody. She was really
Oh.
mean, and like
Well, it's probably because of the Percocets that she's mean. Because when you take opiates, like, I mean, that shit's addictive.
yeah.
Like, Xanax, any of those pills, they're super addictive, and so the moment you take it, you're like almost immediately withdrawn. So like, and when you're with Jang, you become a fucking asshole.
Right.
So that
Yeah.
might be why she was a bitch.
Yeah, no, I mean, it could have quite possibly have been, but obviously we didn't know that, and
Yeah, yeah,
she was
yeah,
just
yeah.
really hard on like phone usage. Like she would give you like 2 days of detention if she saw you with the phone.
Damn.
Yeah, like she was that teacher, and she was also that teacher that's like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you, and her class was already shitty, so everyone's always trying to get out of that class.
Yeah.
But I remember one time I'm in the class and I'm actually using my phone, like, or it wasn't even I didn't even have a phone then. I had an iPod, right? I had this
Mhm.
iPod, and I'm using my iPod behind my desk, and she's like, "Bill," right? It's so weird saying
Bill.
that now. She's like, "Bill." She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm playing with my thumbs." That's what my ass said.
Oh my
And she
god.
tells me to stand up because I have like the iPod in my lap, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll let it fall on the floor. So I just like
Oh my
stand
god.
up, and then the iPod falls on the floor, and it makes this huge thud sound, right? So I'm
It
like,
was like a thick iPod.
yeah, it was a thick iPod, and I just assumed, oh, I'm busted. I'm busted. I got
Yeah.
detention now. And I mean, and I guess she didn't hear it. She walks over, and then she's like looking around, and she doesn't see the iPod that's right under my desk on the floor, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like she apologized to me.
Damn. Yeah, that's just such a fucking bitch like move. Was this in high school?
No, this is middle school.
Oh,
This is 7th grade. Yeah.
man. I don't know. I feel like I got in a bunch of trouble in middle school, like the shit that I talked about, like a paper gun and that kind of shit. But the only detention that I got in high school was I was in choir, and me and this other dude, Max, like we like couldn't stop, like we just were like laughing.
Right.
And the teacher's like a super nice teacher, and like all the older students always fucked with him.
Yeah.
So I think he just did it to like set an example that like he can be tough or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like, dude, you gave us attention for laughing. Like, bro, come on. Like in high school, dude.
That's one too
And
many giggles.
to like two of them, like we're like, I was like I'm like a pretty polite person. I feel like. I mean, I can be, but I was like a pretty good student in high school. And it's like, dude, you gave detention to like people who aren't even like fuckheads in the class. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And for laughing,
I
it's
don't
so
know.
ridiculous.
Yeah, for fucking laughing.
So stupid, dude. School.
Man, I miss kind of like high school like laughing because
Yeah.
I've never laughed harder than when I was in high school. Like since high school, I don't think I've laughed I've never laughed as hard as I did in high school.
Yeah.
Like that was like just the funniest shit would happen.
Right.
Or
No.
maybe it was just like I was more easily entertained or something. But I don't laugh that hard anymore. It's kind of fucking like sad.
No.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like the only time I really laugh hard is like when I'm watching like a really funny. It's like some funny shit happens in like a podcast or something.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like
I can
in real
definitely relate
life,
to that.
like just fucking I'm talking to people and like I don't know, they're just like not funny to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe it's just because like in high school like those are like dudes that I grew up with and we like shoot the shit and like like we have that connection. But now that I'm out of school and shit, it's like these people are just like we don't have that like connection. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But damn, I it kind of sounds like dumb, but I just kind of wish I had that like uh, I don't know, someone that I could just laugh that hard with. I mean, I have like, old high school friends and we'll fucking laugh like we used to, but like I'm talking about like beyond that, like other people that I meet, it's just not the same,
Yeah. It's hard to find people that you really connect like that with.
Mhm.
I would say there's very few people in my life that can make me laugh extreme,
Yeah.
like die laughing. And
Yeah.
I would say I can't remember the last time I laughed like that, except I hung out with my friend Alejandro, and yeah, that man's hilarious. Like he can make me laugh really hard, and it's stupid stuff too. It's not even like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's not even like well developed jokes. He would just like make some noise, and we just have that connection. It just makes me
Oh
die.
yeah, dude. In high school, like we just made noises.
Yeah.
Like, like so. Obviously, you can't say the F word. And I'm not talking about fuck, right?
Okay. Yes. Right.
At school,
Right.
and so, like, it's this is how it kind of developed, but it didn't mean the actual F word,
Okay.
right?
Right.
But we would make this like we would just make noises for cuss words. So like it'd be like Erger! And like that was like and like like all the dudes in my friend group, like we would all know it, like we would all know the sound and
Yeah.
like like it was just fucking like we just laugh, like it's just nothing was ever funnier.
Yeah, dude,
Like
I still love stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it just brings back really good memories, yeah.
yeah.
And I just remember senior year of high school, like that was like I would say probably one of my favorite times.
Oh
Um
yeah, senior year in high school was just like
and it was really
yeah, that was
chill.
such a fun time,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not, and I don't want to be like that dude where it's like high school is like, like those people who like high school was like the best time of their life or something. I'm
that
not like that. It's just like
yeah.
I had a lot of great times in high school,
No, yeah.
like a lot of
Same.
good shit to look back on. But like, yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, and no, I just remember watching a lot of like Animal Planet documentaries with my friend when we were high, like senior year. Um, cause senior year was like, man, I was pretty pothead. I won't even lie. Senior year,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, same. I see. I never smoked weed. Like I smoked weed in middle school. Like I started smoking weed kind of like in middle school, but like I never like smoked weed at school, which I
okay,
know a lot of kids did.
right,
Um, uh, until my senior year,
right.
until like yeah, maybe it was like the second half of senior year where I
Hmm.
like kind of relaxed a little bit, but like well, it wasn't even relaxing. Like it's just I just didn't want to. I didn't like being high at school. Like what I just didn't like that.
Yeah, right, yeah. I could kind of relate to that just because I felt like during that time period, I was like everyone kind of knows what's up, and I just felt like they were
Yeah.
like always looking out for students like that.
Huh.
But I did it anyways. I was like, whatever, fuck it. No, but senior year for me, I actually dual enrolled, so I was at like a community college, which was great. So I didn't really have to
Oh,
worry
okay.
about that. Yeah, but I just remember watching a lot of Animal Planet documentaries, and when they came out with the new one, Our Planet, pretty recently. Um,
Is that the one where there's this one scene where there's like a lizard, like this baby lizard running through the beach and like the snakes are chasing him?
you know, it could be. I haven't seen all of them yet.
But I mean, do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
know
It's like
exactly
kind of
what
like
you're
a
talking about. It's
yeah.
been kind of a meme.
Yeah, it's like kind of a fame. It's kind of like really pop. It was really popular when it first like came out.
Yeah. And yeah, I just like like I watched like one or two episodes, and I just started like laughing during the documentary just cuz I would think like it just reminded me of my friends, and I would just say this like the darndest things when we're watching it. And it just
Yeah.
brought back really good memories, and I just thought it was like really funny. But yeah, so yeah, high school was pretty good. Yeah, definitely not the best times, but I had really good times during the period, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have that many like bad times in school, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I know it's like a little different for you because you were chubby or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like bullying there. And like when I was younger, bullying with like the Asian stuff. But as I got older, um I don't know, I feel like there's just so many like people are just so like weak skinned nowadays.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like they don't know how to like
They can't
deal
handle
with
anything.
adversity.
Yeah.
Like, like yeah, I mean, I grew up in a time where teachers were openly racist. Like, yeah, man. Like, I grew up in a time where teachers were, I mean, when I was in elementary, there were certain teachers who were openly racist. Like, I remember taking this Chinese class, right? It was taught by this old white lady. I was the only Asian kid in the class,
Fucking Chin Wen.
and Yeah, and fucking, so we're, at at the table. There's not that many kids. She's like, she holds up a card with a Chinese word. And at the time, I'd been studying Chinese because my dad made me like learn Chinese, and I went to Chinese school on days,
Yeah.
and that's why I was taking the class to learn Chinese. And so she holds up a word and is like, "Okay, who can tell me what this word means?" And I'm like, "Oh, I know what it means." I'm like, "Oh, I raised my hand. I'm like, oh, I know what it means." She goes, "Nobody cares if you know what it means."
Damn, what?
Yeah,
That is so
I
harsh.
know, right? And I'm fucking like in the second grade, I'm in elementary or whatever. Like,
Yeah, for
I'm a fucking
real.
kid.
Yeah.
And that's just what I fucking grew up with. And in the class, the other kids, you know, would be like, Chinese, Japanese, look at these fucking, and do the Chinese eye. And look, yeah, it sucks, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, and at that age, you don't really racism is. You don't know what bullying is really. Like
Yeah.
you don't know what it is.
Right.
And so, look, I learned how to fucking deal with that.
Yeah.
I laugh. I laugh it off, and I go, well, fuck you. At least I don't. And I make my eyes wide, like hamburger eyes. You fat. Like you learn how to fucking riff and fucking, you know, give what they, give and take. Like, you know what I mean? Like you learn how to deal with that shit, and people will fucking say a joke. Like I've heard all the Asian jokes thousands of times, and guess what? It's like someone will tell me that, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's the thousandth time I've heard that one. Look, I'll drop a better one for you. Like,
Yeah.
like I'll drop a funnier, better one. Like, it's just like I'm not saying like I don't know. I'm not saying they're like pussies or anything, but like you have to learn to deal with hardship. Like
Yeah.
what? You think life everybody's going to be fucking nice to you? Like
Yeah.
that's just like that is so like unrealistic.
Right.
Life is fucking hard and you go through it like fucking like not shit is not fair.
Yeah.
Shit life is fucking unfair and you just got to learn how to deal with it and roll with the punches and yeah, like racism and all that shit is it's not ideal. It's not wrong. It's not. I mean, it's not right. I mean, but like it's a thing. I don't think racism will ever go away.
Right.
Humans like unless we all look the exact same, and even if we do look all the exact same, it's a natural human instinct to point out the differences and put down others and make yourself feel better. Like that's just a natural thing, especially when you're I don't know, man. Like,
No,
and then
yeah.
fucking now kids are shooting each other up about it. Fucking, like, come on, bro.
No, yeah.
Make a
It's
paper. Express yourself. Make some music. Fucking make a paper gun. Like,
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
be artistic. Like, do other shit. Like, in order to you know, deal with that angst or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, man,
No,
I
yeah.
don't, I don't.
I definitely see that like a lot of people um they just yeah, they expect the world just to be so nice to them like, "Oh, like you have to be so soft." But then they never learn how to deal with shit, man. And then
Yeah,
and then when they do, they like freak out and like they can't handle it.
yeah. It's like they have such an unrealistic view
Yeah.
how shit is.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
No, I
I don't
definitely
know,
agree with
man.
that.
Shit's changed. I mean, that's how like I know I'm old. I'm becoming like more conservative. I feel like that's the thing. Like people as they get older become a little bit more conservative, like because they get used to sort of the way of life.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
look,
And
I grew up with fucking this shit. You think you fucking experienced racism, bro? Shut the fuck. Like
right, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like
like
times have seriously changed. Everyone is so soft and sensitive nowadays.
yeah, like I don't know, and like all this people complaining about like comedy, like especially like edgy comedy or they say it's edgy, but edgy, you know?
Yeah.
Like Louis CK was edgy at that time when he was huge, but now those things aren't really edgy anymore. They're kind of like mainstream. Like it's normal
Right.
and it's like and people fucking cry about it. And they're fine when the jokes are about something else, but when it comes to something pertaining to them, then they fucking cry about it. It's like, dude, like It's so hypocritical. Fucking just, it's so annoying. It's just it's fucking annoying. Like, how often can you be outraged? You know, like how, you know, like what else, you know, be interested in something else.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Um Dude, you're so right, man. Like, no, I totally agree. Like I can't think of anything else to add on to that. I feel like you've said it all. But
um, it's been over 2 hours now.
yeah, I know, dude.
Um,
I could honestly talk to you for a long time. This is good. This is a
yeah,
good start.
same.
But
Yeah, I
yeah.
would say this was. I don't know if everybody will find this thing. Like, I know like some of the people who follow you and me are like a little younger. I don't,
Yeah.
you know, so I don't know how relatable this shit is.
Right, right. No,
Um,
true.
but fucking, hey, guess what, little boys? This is what fucking adults talk about. This is how conversations are. You know, we
Yeah.
don't talk about fucking Fortnite and dabbing. Okay,
Right,
I'm sorry, we don't
exactly.
talk. You know, we don't just quote memes.
Yeah, Fortnite dancing is over.
Dude, you know it's so cringy. Like I'll go back and listen to some like song that I made, and I'll like reference, and it's like even though I referenced it ironically, like I'll you know like I'll reference like Fortnite or some shit ironically in some older songs. Um, but I'll listen to that shit and I'm like, I just it's like cringy to me. Like
Yeah.
fuck, like it's so outdated. Even though it's like it's not like it's an old reference or anything, but it's just like it's just outdated.
Yeah,
You know?
no, honestly. Okay, okay, wait. One more thing before I wrap this up.
Yeah,
Um
yeah.
so I don't really like have to interact with kids that often, but
Mm-hmm.
dude,
Well, what adult really does have
it,
to? You know
exactly.
what I mean? I don't really
Exactly.
fucking interact with kids.
But like the past, like, okay, so I work at a dental office and like some dentist kids came in, they're 12 and 13.
Uh,
And, I was like trying to figure out like how to like relate to them because I didn't want it to be awkward for them, because I was like talking to them about movies and stuff.
oh
And,
yeah.
and literally like they're like okay with me, but then they like loved me as soon as I was like, do you guys know how to Fortnite dance?
Oh God.
Unironically, both of them just start fucking busting out. And they're like, "Oh my god, do you have TikTok? Do you use TikTok? I love TikTok." And they start showing me these TikToks. It was the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, but it
Damn.
worked. It worked, and I just had to
It
pretend like
worked.
I was interested. Yeah,
Fuck, bro.
and it was just insane to me, like how. And
Yeah, they unironically use Victory Royale.
yes, oh god,
That's a Victory Royale.
oh
Like fucking,
god, I hate
bruh.
that. I hate that. Some kid. I was at the water park today. I heard some kid say that to his mom. He goes, "Mom, that's a Victory Royale."
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, "Oh God, kill me, kill me."
Man, just such a it's just a huge generational gap. Like I feel like technology just I feel like society is just like progressing like really fast.
Yeah,
Partially because of like the internet and how like I feel like individuals' opinions are amplified a lot more now. Um, but I don't know. I feel like just shit is moving really quickly now.
yeah,
Um, and I don't know. I feel like the generational gap is just getting bigger.
mm-hmm,
Um, I mean, I have a little brother, but he's like 16.
yeah,
My youngest brother is 16, and like the generational gap there isn't that big. But I'm assuming like the way you're talking about like these 12-year-olds and shit, like it is kind of bigger. Even though probably some of our followers on Instagram are probably 12 years old,
wow,
right? I
yeah.
mean,
I mean,
I'm assuming like some of them are
no, you know
kind of
what?
young,
Actually,
probably.
I was gonna say no to that, but yeah, most definitely yes. Cause I've seen some people DM me, and I'm like, oh God, they're like 11 or 12, and I don't respond, cause I'm too scared. Like I don't want to say anything to
Yeah,
like I don't know.
dude, you have like way more active followers. I feel
Maybe not anymore, dude, because I don't know what's been going on with my account. Like I just think I just don't post that much relatable stuff anymore. You
like.
know,
Mm.
I feel like it's low key like going like a lot of people who used to listen to my music and comment. It's like they're all gone. There's like three or four now or five.
Yeah, I feel it. It's like they just come. It comes in waves, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there'll be, dude. I feel like every time we collab, though, it is like good.
Yeah, no, I
It
agree,
always,
dude. We need to do something more. I've been working on some beats actually, which is why I haven't been posting as much because I'm trying to like build
yeah,
songs. And there's a few I
yeah,
was actually gonna send you that we should definitely work on. Um,
definitely. Yeah,
yeah,
I'd be
yeah,
down.
on some more
And I would, I heard
goofy
your
goon.
track, dude. That can you believe that that was our like that was the first song you did vocals for?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
before that, you only made beats, and then I just like hit you up and beat that you made,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
just like hopped on it.
yeah. That was
Like
so
that
fun
was
though.
the fucking beginning of like our collabs and everything.
No, yeah, that was really cool, dude.
Um,
Yeah, no, honestly, in a big sense, like, cause I like stayed listening to your music like a lot.
yeah.
Like when I first when you first hit me up, I was like, dude, I
Uh,
would jam to your music. Fucking, I can't, dude. What's the title? It's like it has like the elevator music. Fucking
lag.
lag, dude. Yes, I fucking love lag.
I can't believe that,
I
dude.
still listen to
It
lag.
has so many fucking views, and I can't believe. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like whenever I make music, after like a week or two, like I'm done with that song. You know what I mean? Like I'm so me make when I make music, it's so like impulsive. So it's like it's how I feel at that moment.
Right.
And then I get I'm past it, you know, and I don't feel that way. I'm just like I feel like I just I don't feel that way, or I just change like in
Yeah.
a few weeks,
No,
and it's
yeah.
just like it no longer is relevant or relatable to me.
Right.
So
Dude,
it's
I
like
totally feel
I
that.
always like look back and I'm just like, oh, like damn,
Yeah.
I was young.
Damn.
I listened to one of your songs, I Don't Do the Most, recently.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Is that like a new? I don't know how new it is,
No,
but
one of the more recent ones. Yeah.
yeah, I listened to that recently, and I was like, it's a bop, bro. Like I listened to that, and I'm like, oh, we need to do like another like rap thing. I
Dude,
don't
yes.
really like doing rap that much, just because I don't write lyrics anymore. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's
Hmm.
like I'm depressed, but I haven't been writing lyrics for like, I mean, the last year. I feel like I just haven't written lyrics. It's like I just like kind of freestyle it, and by
Yeah.
freestyle I mean like I just like sing a line and then think of a next line.
Right.
Like,
You
and
know,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
off the cuff for me.
No, yeah, dude, I really okay, hold up. I have to go check out your SoundCloud right now. I'm gonna tell you some like literally probably like I'm gonna say this is like my favorite song by you. It's fucking oh shit, what? Midnight Train? I haven't listened to that yet. I gotta
Oh,
listen
you
to
should
that.
listen to that one because I just posted that yesterday, I think, and it's like almost all Korean.
Dude,
It's like half in Korean. Yeah.
bets. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
And what's
sorry,
up?
I didn't mean it. Sayonara.
Oh, I was just gonna say my friend made the shout out to Tiggs. She's had a baby.
Shout out to Tiggs, just had a baby, and
Yeah.
we're gonna listen to this, dude. Okay, but Sayonara by you
Yeah, dude,
is
that one's actually
so
like,
good. I love
yeah,
that.
I was actually surprised at how well it turned out. Cause like, not only like, cause I felt like the production was like audio levels was really good,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yes,
cause it's like
dude.
really clean.
Yo, and I'm like so upset. Like that should have been like up there with one with your more popular songs, dude. Like that Sayonara is so good. It's like so chill. I
I
can't even
know.
explain it.
I don't really get, I feel like I don't get that many views anymore. Like, or recently, like
Yeah.
I haven't been getting
No, I
a
feel that
lot of
too. Yeah,
views.
on SoundCloud. Yeah,
Uh,
it's been going down. Oh, also question. Like I already monetized like my music with the whatever the Go thing. Not the Go,
oh yeah.
but do you still get notifications like you're minutes away from monetizing your first track? Like I'm already doing that, bitch. Why are you telling me to do it?
I don't think I do.
Really?
No,
Dude,
I
I don't know
don't.
what's going on with
I've
my account.
monetized a few tracks, but I don't collect the money
Yeah.
because a few of the songs like Big Titty Goth GF that we did.
Yeah.
Like I monetized that one, but I don't own the beat or
Right.
anything. So it's like I just don't feel comfortable like taking that money.
Right.
And so like I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable taking any of the money off of the SoundCloud monetization. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Because it's like the music stuff, like all this shit, all this like internet stuff, I do for fun.
Well, yeah.
Like I do it because like I just like making music.
Right.
Like I just like making music when I feel like I just get that like
Yeah.
like that's why sometimes um I'm bad at like collabing because people always want like something quick, but it's like I can only make it when I feel like
Right. Right. Right.
it. Same thing with like the quote unquote comedy videos that I've been doing. Like,
Dude, I love those. Keep doing those.
yeah, I wish they would get more views or something.
No, yeah. No, I
Um,
definitely feel, but I feel like
I I
the
feel like it's just because I compare it to like memes, like because memes obviously get most
right,
views
right, right,
out of everything.
all right.
So it's because I compare like the views of the comedy shit and the music shit to like just like you can't really beat a dank meme, I guess.
Facts, dude. But anyway, let's wrap this up, dude. I'm
Yeah.
honestly excited to make another one because this was like really easy. Like I was kind of nervous at first, but I already knew talking to you was gonna be simple, so I don't know why I was tripping. But
Yeah, I feel like I think I was nervous a little bit, but like I'm a pretty good like conversator,
yeah,
especially like unless I'm like in a bad mood or like not in a bad mood, but just like not feeling
not
myself
feeling
or
it.
whatever.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's just like I just want to be by myself or something.
No, yeah, I
But
totally agree. But yo, thank you guys for whoever's listening. Make sure to follow at Crayon Hot Dog on Instagram, Pouty Face on SoundCloud, and then Jinwilliam on Instagram and SoundCloud as well.
dude,
And
if you made
we'll
it this
chats.
far, I fucking applaud you because this is now like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, for
So
real. Yeah, so thank you guys for the support. I'm not sure when this is gonna be up, but I'll try and whip it up. I want to keep it like as unedited as much as possible, just because I feel like it's more genuine that way. I don't know, because it's like regular conversation, you know.
I feel like the only thing we need to edit out is our piss break.
Yeah, my shit break.
That's about it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
your long ass shit break. So.
dude, it was the Nick, man. I blame the Nick.
All right, well, dude, it was nice talking to you. Probably do this again next week.
All right, bet, bro. Sounds good, man.